Well, good morning to all the Flight Deck Sim members. Welcome to a exclusive members only group flight live stream number 13. We're finally down under our first ever domestic sector on Australia, and I happen to be doing it on a private members only group flight. How fantastic is that? I hope you're doing very well this morning. We are currently in Melbourne, Australia. I'm running the sim 10 hours behind live time, so right now in the UK it's 3 minutes past 9 in the morning, and that's the exact same time I have running in the simulator as well, local. So it's running 10 hours behind real time, but that way we can ensure we enjoy this fantastic Ortho 4XP I've downloaded for this entire sector. Running a quick sector yesterday after yesterday's stream. Everything looks to be working completely fine, no issues with the scenery, which is absolutely great. I didn't even say what day it is. It's the 9th of January 2021, 4 minutes past 9 in the UK. There we are, starting the stream as we always do. Hope you're doing well. Captain Monster says yoo-hoo. Jordan Todd says another good day to be flying Airbus. Incorrect. Listerman says good morning, Flydeck Sim. Good morning to you, sir. Joe Drage, only members here. That's a bit sus. But that should be the only way. If there's anyone that's not a member here, something's definitely gone wrong with YouTube. Simple Enigma Gaming, who missed the end of yesterday's last stream because he fell asleep. Was I keeping you awake, Simple Enigma Gaming? I'm only joking. We managed to get it buttered down in the A300 eventually in Luxembourg after forgetting to start one of the engines in Gdansk. Brilliant stream. Domino Mosina, hello all. Thankfully got an internet connection my A319 so I can both fly the group flight and watch you here. Fantastic. Greg Scott, I hope you're doing well as well, buddy. 2 tons of love, where at the moment it's 5 minutes past 3 in the morning for you. Absolutely incredible. What strength and determination you're showing to take part in the group flight. Robert Adcock's here as well. Ralph's Skyperion. Hi guys, just had to watch the first 40 minutes and I have to head out. Good luck to everyone. Thank you very much for popping in regardless. Ralph, Ruben Leroy, 3 Texans and an Aussie walked to the beginning of a bad joke. Lol. Oh dear, oh dear. But yes, there are plenty of people here already. 30 of you. So it's great to see some of you have made the group flight as well. So, live weather right now in Melbourne, really nice, clear skies, 26 degrees Celsius, QNH is 1019er. I have an entire list of everyone taking part in the group flight. Don't forget as well, everyone that is taking part in the group flight has been entered into a prize draw, which we'll do when I land in Brisbane for your chance to win a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator Standard Edition or a $50 X-Plane gift store card. Whatever you choose, it is absolutely yours. I can see Alpaca 2 Tango Lima just texting out. Where's my master list? Who's that? It's very hard. I should have done this in call sign order. It would have been far easier. I can't even see who that is on the list. Oh no. Who else have we got? Anyway, well, Alpaca 863. Now, who's that? That is Jamlin, who had a few technical issues. I think he's just restarted. He's on his way. Alpaca 19 Romeo. That's Calamar. Who is 2 Tango Lima? I'm looking at my list here. I can't see where that call sign or who that's assigned to. But oh, 2 tons of love. It's you. I'm so sorry. He's currently. I'm trying to get the sleep out of my eyes. For 2 tons of love, it's 6 minutes past 3 in the morning. His taxi's out here. But lots of people all attending the group flight. I think we've got 52 in total today, which is fantastic. I did notice. Look, we're completely filled the place with alpacas. Look at these poor Qantas guys. They wanted a lovely quiet evening on the VATSIM network and they've just realised there's a whole horde of alpacas on its way. Thanks 2 tons of love for reminding me who you are. But here I am anyway. I'm on stand 12 Delta, completely cold and dark today. We're going to be doing a full setup. And actually, before I keep spinning on around the aircraft, I better get started because it's already 7 minutes past 9 and I need to do a full setup. Perfect. Attention hydraulic pumps, gear down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green lights. Aircraft documentation we then check. Yes, so those of you who might have missed yesterday on Discord, we're having a little bit of fun doing some single engine work whilst I was doing a test sector and chatting with the guys. That's why I only have 280 kilos of fuel on board. If you ever turned up to an aircraft with that amount of fuel, I'd be very, very concerned. But we'll get the aircraft fueled up ASAP. Let's go up here. That on. And we need the flight plan. Where am I going here? Charts, OFP. We've got 7 tons required, 1 hour 56 minute flight time. So we'll take an extra 30 minutes to allow for any potential delays with the group flight. So let's whack on 8.2 tons. and we're going to take 130 passengers on our inaugural domestic Australian sector. And that's loaded now as well, 9409. What's a typical Australian name? I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think. Skippy. Let's call the refuel the Skippy. After the Kangaroos TV show. Oh dear, oh dear. So payload's uploaded. And let's go now. I'm going to tune VATSIM now. So I know a lot of you guys like to replay the members group flight so you can actually hear your voices and stuff. So let's... I've already got my departure clearance actually. They sent me a PDC as soon as I logged in, which is pretty cool. They've got a list of the everyone taking part in the group flight. So I'll tune up Melbourne delivery, which is 127.2. Everyone's come online. I sent an email to VATPAC to see if they can get some ATC, and they're very, very happy to say, yep, we'll try and get you fully staffed, but certainly get you ground and tower for your airport. I was like, that's fantastic. But it looks like they've got all the frequencies on there, and I don't know about en route, but they were very responsive to the ATC request, which is great. Everyone in Australia is called Bruce. There you go, David.
Delivery velocity 745 with a PDC readback. Cleared as filed up to Alice Springs.
Let's go to Alice Springs. Very cool. So I've turned it down a little bit, so we'll leave that running in the background so you can hear it all running. I'll turn this music off in the background so we can actually start boarding. There we go. So we're getting the aircraft refueled. That's looking better than we had before already. Let's leave the seatbelt signs for now. Test the 10 button. Flaps are up, which matches the flap indicator position. I'm so happy the weather's cleared because the scenery is really nice. So I've got the big maps for ortho and it looks really good. VHF 1 trip is 30. Extension doors closed. Escape ropes attached. Might a bit longer for the stall warning test. Roasting nav. 7 minutes in the southern hemisphere here today. And then check the gear extension door. And we've already started the boarding. Perfect. So I just grabbed the ATIS on text today because I know most of you have already heard it. So it's information November. Runway 16 in use. Taxiway Echo is not available. So I think in real life right now in Melbourne, they follow generally a lot of VATSIM controllers follow real world NOTAMs that are being applied. So if we go here to airport, let's find Taxiway Echo. It's got Juliet Alpha Whiskey Foxtrot Tango here. So this taxiway here, Echo, is closed, but shouldn't affect us for our taxi. So it's always something to bear in mind. That's from the ATIS. Clear skies, temperature is 24 degrees. I thought it was 27, so it says 26 here. Slightly different what we have. According to VATSIM. QNH is 1019. Set an MFRA of 1450. Perfect. So that's set. QNH is set as well. We'll now load the FMS. Enter RS position. It's a little bit early.
Alpaca 86 Yankee. Alpaca 86 Yankee, go ahead.
So we've got Yankee Mike Lima.
Clear to Brisbane Hayati non-X3 departure.
Going to Yankee Bravo Bravo November, which is Brisbane. Call sign today is Alpaca. We've gone for 13 because it's the 13th group flight, and then AU for Australia. How befitting. Runway 16 for use, like America, a lot of the United States airports. The SIDs are the same, you just choose the runway and it's still in our case going to be a non-X3. From
delivery, Alpaca 4711 for PDC.
Non-X, we're going to be going to Hotel 66.
Alpaca 471,
to Blacker.
Alpaca 4711, runway 16, the non-X3 departure.
And then a Black R for Alpha. My sort of routine. And I've put ILS 19 right. I think it's going to be the southerly runways in use, and I think it'll be via the Osoko transition. I did do a quick test sector yesterday. Interesting that it comes up with the airport first. I think when you execute it, yeah, it gets rid of that. A little bit of a Zebo-ism, that is. Prior to execution, you just get the airport turn up. You should still get the same routing after you've executed it. So that's our departure, doing a 180 northbound. There's no discontinuities all the way onto the approach here. It's my sort of routing, I love it. That's all done. Let's do the performance now. So performance 0 fuel is 54.4. Our alternate today is, well, I didn't see any major international airport near Brisbane, so I went with the default one, which was selected by SIBRIEF. I think it's a military airfield. It's called Amberley Ipswich, which is very close. Look, I only need 900 kilos essentially to divert there, plus our final reserve here. So we only need 1900 kilos to divert, so 1.9er. Cost of next is 30. We're filed to cruise at flight level 370. Let's execute a steep descent fix. We'll look at that later. Top of climb wind is 216.18. Top of climb at ISA +5. Transition altitude, just mentioning the 80s clearance. So let's have a look here at the charts. The transition altitude is 10,000 feet, so that's all looking good. I've got no accurate performance data for runway, or any of the Australian airports, as you can imagine. So what's the runway length here? Conditions are good. We've got 3,700 meters, an absolute stonk of a runway. I reckon I'll go full 22k. I could most certainly take an assumed temperature as well, but I'll just take full 22k for today. Just because I've got no performance data, that'll be more than sufficient. Flat 5 will accept those. Actually, no, have we finished refueling? No, we haven't. Be careful with this. I've just cracked on with the performance, look. And we have to wait until refueling's done, otherwise the calculation will be incorrect. So we'll actually hold it at that stage. And I'll jump up here to the overhead panel to continue the configuration. So nav transfer display switch is normal auto. Your damper is on as well. Oh, good. Fuel pumps come on. So we will be taking fuel in the centre tank, but I should think we'll need to leave the centre tank pumps off, because I think we said we'd take. Like here, we won't think. We'll have a look. So we said we'd take 1200. So yeah, it's only going to be around. I think we said 8.2, didn't we? So there's only going to be about 300 kilos in the centre tank. When you've got less than 500, 600 kilos or so, leave the centre tank pumps off until 10,000 feet. Otherwise, you'll get your master caution centre tank pumps. Low fuel pressure, lights illuminate, which could be a reason to do an RTO, which is embarrassing. Utility, WCI feed galley powers on, disconnect switches are closed. Good here down regarding the configuration. Seatbelt sign. Nearly fueled, but we have to wait until fueling is completely done. Wind heat's on, probe heat's off, anti-ice not required, electric and hydraulic pumps are on, trim air on. Pax auto open, 37,000 feet, elevation in Brisbane. Now, what is that? I forgot to take a note, and I don't have quick access to those charts. I do have the weather app though. Elevation in Brisbane is sea level, 13 feet, so we'll leave that at 0. Steady, flight director's on. I'll catch up with you guys in chat as usual, as ever, even though it's a members group fight. I'll just get everything set up. We'll have plenty of time. The whole idea of this live stream is to keep chat, you know, with members only, so I can actually probably look at everyone's questions easily. Thanks. So runway 16, runway QDM is 160. Let's put the course to 160 for now as well.
Contact ground 121 decimal 74 Pushback, very much. Bye bye, Alpaca 117.
There's Captain Monster, recognise that voice. Perfect, so runway 16, do a little briefing here. So we're going to push back from stand, Delta 12, most likely to face west, out via uniform onto Alpha. And then we'll be taxiing on the Alpha taxiway all the way to hold point runway 16, crossing 09 and 27. The SID for the non-X2 via runway 16 is track 160 to Horsh, There's Horsh. At Horsh, make a right turn, track direct to Alpaca. At about 5,000 feet at that point, which is looking like it's set. Now, when you've got a steep turn on departure like this for track keeping, you might want to just keep the speed below 220 knots. My operator, we actually do that for the initial turn. So what I'm going to do at Alpaca is just put 220 knots or below. That way, it'll just help with that turn so it doesn't overshoot too much. After Alpaca, we're going to go into Shimu, at above 10,000, 8 miles 010, and that checks, well, 11 miles, slight difference. From Shimu to Sally, from Sally to, to Nonix, there we go. It's all set there. Now, I've already received my pre-departure clearance. We were cleared on our routing via Nonix 3 departure, Hotel 66 Blackout, which we put in here. Climb via SID to, it says 5050, which would imply a flight level, but the transition altitude is 10,000 feet, so it will be 5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 132.0, so I'll make a note of that. And the squawk is 2341. Now, do I have to read that back to him if I have a PDC? My thinking is, because I did hear some people on frequency actually read back a clearance, but I was under the impression when you get a PDC you don't actually need to read that back, but it is set in there anyway. Looks like the fueling's all done, so zero fuel mode have changed. 22k as we said, and you can see that the V-speeds are slightly higher than I predicted initially. But we'd only put these in after cross-checking with an official OPT performance app. 143 is V2. And the trim is 5.75 units. Cool. FMS is loaded then. All looking good down here. And nav aids. What can we stick in here? Well, we're not using any nav aids for departures, and I have SID. I could put in the ILS approach for runway 16, but there's no need. We're not going to be using it, so I might use it and I'll route POR. Auto brakes to RTO, we'll reset the fuel flow, and there's the legs page. Trim set, frequency set as well. We're pretty much ready to go. We've got 10 minutes until we're due off block, which is good. David Bromwich, it's an abbreviated PDC readback. Just send a text message to simulate a PDC. Okay, I'll do that. And Captain Boston is a A2C controller. Onyx 3 departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 434. Oops, put the wrong squawk in. 4341. There we are. Excellent. So I've read back my pre-departure clearance. 2 tons of love. I paused the sim to pull the time back 6 hours from real time. Shh, don't tell anybody. Very good. You don't need to pause the sim though. You know, you can do that in here and just simply drag the timer. That's the way I do it. So he's done it in voice anyway. Oh, perfect. Delivery's come back to me anyway on 127.2, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Thank you. Contact ground on 1217 for push. Perfect. So that's now active, and we'll put tower next, which is 120.5. Eric's going smoothly. 8 minutes until we're due off with our scheduled off block time, so I'll have a look around the airport, see where people are. Let's get the AP up and running for ourselves. There we are. Very cool. So we've got here Alpaca 522 just lining up. Who's that? There's Alpaca Cat.
So you cut out there, calls on only? Alpaca, Charlie Alpha Tango.
So that's Macas. You're just lining up, no pressure.
Charlie Alpha Tango, taxi Tango.
Everyone on the stream is watching you.
Holding point Charlie, runway 16.
Alpaca 1302 is next.
Taxi Alpha, cross 27.
That's Andy H1302, and is Andy. I'm afraid to say you in an Airbus. That's dreadful. Alpaca 4 Whiskey Lima. That's Joe. Watch out for the mountains. We got a Qantas. Alpaca 2-1 Alpha.
Hold your Tango.
Who we got here? So have an original order, which is great. Stick to those times, but obviously with everyone parked on different stances, the order slightly goes off there.
Continue Alpha cross 27, holding point Charlie Alpaca 1 Charlie.
I'm trying to find 2-1 Alpha on the list.
G'day, Ozjet 445.
Can't see it.
Ozjet 445, standby.
Where's Alpaca 2-1 Alpha? Don't know. I'm so sorry. Alpaca 1 Charlie Romeo, that's Callum, as we discussed here. Who's that? That's ours. There's Cat. We've got Alpaca 28 Mike, just commencing taxi. Yeah, how hard it is to find people on the list. That's Moen. That's Moen taxiing out there.
Melbourne ground. Crash push start. Stand.
FU's on the bus. And disconnect GPU, but we don't need to.
Alpaca 72 Bravo. Bay Bravo 28, push approved. All station Melbourne Tower, Gresham Melbourne ground be back in 2 to 3 minutes.
What was that? I didn't get that one.
Yeah, ground to cockpit. Toast driving up right now.
Oh, he's Australian. Very cool. Joseph, he might feel intimidated. Who's that? I could see him shed a little tear. I know. I don't know who it was. Has the Qantas been made to sit in the pause spot by all the alpacas? Yes, I saw that list of it. Qantas, you must give way to the alpaca horde. Look, he's having to wait. Not sure what's going on there. I think there's actually 2 kind of hold points. We've got like a... I don't know what's going on there. To be fair, I'm only using the default scenery. There might be some more detailed scenery available.
Velocity 745.
Velocity,
ready
that's
for
an
push
awesome
start
sign.
from stand 57. Velocity 745. Push approved. Caution a...
Sim 737 pilot Joe is
Right, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
spotted off runway 16. Very cool.
Caution Alpaca. Velocity 745.
There goes Alpaca 1302. That's Andy H. blasting off.
Melbourne ground, good afternoon. Alpaca 117 stand.
Terrible choice of aircraft.
Correction
Gears up.
17 Delta, target push start. Aircraft calling call time only. It's Alpaca 117 at stand 17 Delta.
Nubik, good morning. Alpacas, good morning to you, sir. Hope you're doing well.
Alpaca 117. Alpaca 117.
He's lost Alpaca 117, and that was Captain Monster. Sim 737 pilot, pulling an all-nighter here. Remind me where you are. Must be getting late where you are. Simple Enigma Gaming would have loved to have joined you, but only have 2 flights under my belt on VATSIM. We'll get you up and running in Discord, Simple Enigma Gaming. With a bit more experience, you'll be joining the group flights in no time whatsoever. Keep an eye out on the VATSIM events for the new Wings events, designed for people who are just starting off on VATSIM. You're Houston, Texas, Sim 737 pilot. Yes, so like 2 tons of love, it'll be getting very, very late where you are. My goodness me. And you're already airborne, aren't you? You're Alpaca Whiskey 4 Mike. I think you'll be long gone already. I can't see that far away, I only see 2 tons of Mike. Getting very busy here, look at this. Could be a bit of a delay at the whole point. But I actually delayed my point here because last time I left quite early and I wanted to be a bit more in the mix with you guys. I know I can't get next to everyone on every group flight, but but it's not all about being next to myself. It's all about taking part as a collective group. So regardless of wherever you are, there should be an alpaca near you.
Taxi Tango Alpha. Taxi Tango Alpha across runway 27.
Oh, Amy, sorry I couldn't make the flight in the end. Watching, we'll have to do. So yeah, I did say just before I logged off Discord that you said that you were absolutely exhausted. So I hope you get well rested, Amy. Relax and enjoy the stream regardless. Right, well we're due off in 2 minutes.
Alpaca Charlie Alpha Tango, contact the tower 1205.
There's Cat. Look at it, getting a bit busy at the whole point. Thank goodness they got full ATC here for us guys. I think they usually have a bit of ATC on here anyway, but we're fully covered now. Delivery, ground, tower, approach. Very, very cool. Andrew M, hello from Alpaca 902 Alpha. There you are. I could just see you've just spawned on stand next to us. Very cool. Andrew M, very, very nice.
Alpaca 117, give way to the company Airbus A320, passing moving right to left once declared push approved.
You're due off at 56. Very good. So we've got about 20 minutes. Plenty of us still here. Right, anyway, we're due off at 9:30, according local to the Simant in the UK, which is 23:30 Zulu. So I'll request push start. I just realised something. The times that I assigned you. Oh no, I'm being silly. Yeah, the times I've assigned you are actual Zulu times, but I've just got to remember if they want an ETA, I've got to take 10 hours off this time. I get a chance to get my
Alpaca 72 Bravo, taxi Quebec, hold short of Quebec, Echo, hold short of Alpha.
Uh-oh, we lost someone. Hold on. Read back. So here we are on Delta 12. There's actually another number 2 here. So Terminal 3 apron between Planet PNF not available to aircraft with wingspan larger than 60 metres. Well,
Alpaca 47 Foxtrot, give way to the company Airbus A300, passing from your left to right once declared to T taxi by Alpha, cross runway 27, holding point Charlie, runway 16. Give way to the Alpha, cross runway 27.
very quiet.
Alpaca 28, Mike, contact tower 1205.
Ground hello, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, Delta 12, request push and start.
Alpaca 13 uniform, Melbourne ground, g'day, squawk mode Charlie.
Squawk mode Charlie, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. There we are.
Melbourne ground.
He's quite right, because at my operator, it's exactly what you do just before you call for clearance, put the transponder to out off so you can ping up on his ground radar.
Cross 46, you're instructed to hold short of Alpha, you've moved way past and you've gone under Echo, so hold short of a path for me now.
Who's that? Who's that? There's a Qantas! Alpacas don't make mistakes. Now, no pressure guys, we all make mistakes, me included, so if you do, we're always on the list out for call sign Alpaca 01. We don't actually have an Alpaca 01 assigned for this group flight.
72 Bravo, hold short of taxiway for path.
But I heard a little Qantas getting a little bit lost.
Alpaca 72 Bravo, hold short of taxiway for path.
So many Oh, it's Alpaca 72 Bravo.
Hold short taxiway, Papa.
That's because there's traffic coming in towards him. So yeah, this is just default scenery. It's a great shame that Australia isn't covered too well with detailed scenery. We do have some freeware scenery from the store in, not the store, from the forum in Brisbane. It's okay. It's got a new runway there, and it's a must really for this group flight. But otherwise, it's okay. The default airports are quite well catered regarding stand numbers and taxiway markings, which is the most important thing.
Good evening, Alpaca 86 stand Delta 18 push start. Alpaca 86 Yankee, give way to the company Airbus A321, passing from your left to right.
Alpaca's queuing everywhere. So we are squawking mode Charlie, so hopefully we'll get some pushback.
I'll station and then go ahead.
Object 445 would be possible to get pushback now.
Object 445, my apologies, push approved.
No problem. Push approved. Object 445.
I guess I've forgotten us.
Melbourne ground, velocity 833 with station November at Echo 5, request push and start.
Velocity 833 Bay Echo 5, push approved.
Andrew got the clearance through
Alpaca 72 Bravo continue.
delivery. Do I just read that back on the feedback frequency? You could reply in text, Andrew, so just literally read the clearance back in text. If you've got it in PDC, and he'll transfer you to ground. You can do it in voice though if you so wish.
Continue taxi, Echo, watch short Alpha, Alpaca shaft to Bravo. Double ground, Alpaca 14 Charlie, it's ground, Delta 5, request push and start.
Alpaca 14 Charlie, Squawk mode Charlie.
Squawk mode Charlie, Alpaca 14 Charlie.
I'll station there, just go ahead.
Yeah, it's the Alpaca 640, public, we're holding short tango.
Alpaca 640 for parking, taxi via...
It's not terrible. We did the group flight out of Vienna. That was a nightmare. We tried to get out of here. Well, it's got a large airport to cater ground controller here.
Alpaca 47 Foxtrot container taxi, Alpha cross runway 27, hold short Charlie runway 16.
Can you taxi Alpha across runway 27, hold Charlie?
Alpaca...
Alpaca standby.
Velocity 745.
He's doing well.
Continue taxi, Quebec,
We've
Echo,
really
hold
Alpacalypsed
short
him. Anyway, there's a Qantas that's lined up.
Velocity 745,
They're getting them away.
Quebec,
Look, the queue at the whole point's not so bad at all. There's another 3 coming up there though.
Velocity 745.
Velocity 4711, contact the tower 120.5. Velocity 80 Zulu on Alpha, cross runway 27.
So I think I'm going to have to wait for him to taxi past anyway.
Alpaca on center for taxi.
Sorry, the whole call time, please.
Alpaca 117, just finish push.
Alpaca 117, taxi Tango.
Poor guy never saw it coming. I don't think he did, Ruben.
Tango around.
When it comes, it comes. So as soon as this guy requests taxi, I'll get my push to start. Request it again.
Alpaca 728, give way to the Alpaca A321, passing left to right, once it clears.
Seb Slade, it feels weird using default scenery I've been spoiled by all the custom ones. I know, it's a bit strange, but they're actually... What's important, which is taxiway markings and stand numbers, are always generally kept up to date at the gateway. It's really good to see. They're not bad, but I do prefer to see the custom ones as well.
And clear to cross runway 27.
So that's... What's the call sign for Virgin and Australia?
Anyone outside must go in. Station Terminal Information Oscar, current changes wind 200 degrees 9 and knots, temperature 22, Terminal Information Oscar.
He's got time to give you and ground Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform squawking mode Charlie, standing by for push to start on Delta 12.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, push approved.
Push approved, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Well, he's the controller, and this guy is not requested taxi yet, so be it. Backs off, anti-collision light is on, parking brake is set, transponder out of. 7 minutes late, not too bad.
Philippines 5310, push approved.
And ground to cockpit. G'day mate, go ahead and show me where you'd like to point us.
Just here, blocking the Virgin.
Parking exited and bypass and inserted.
Oh, that's it.
Release parking brake when you're ready.
83, velocity 833, taxi uniform, hold short of Alpha.
Oh dear.
Yeah, velocity 833, uniform hold short of Alpha.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do him a favour.
Discard, velocity, obviously. Alpaca 80 Zulu, contact the
I'm going to
tower
help him out
120.5.
here. Now, in real life, I've been cracking on with the push and start, and we've been cleared. He's obviously forgotten about the Zulu 8.
Alpaca 40 Papa.
3-3, he's just got his taxi clearance. I'll let him just go, otherwise it's going to add an excessive amount of workload here. So look, you can see he's commenced taxi. As soon as he's gone past, I'll push and start. Just going to give him a bit of a hand here. But technically, that's a little mistake by the ground controller. You know, he has cleared me for push and start whilst taxiing this guy, which obviously in real life could cause some sort of conflict. The Tucker are trained to keep a good lookout because we can't do anything for the flight deck. But obviously, I just forgot that I got push and start clearance with this guy here. So what I'll do, I'll release the parking brake now, and then we can just slot behind him.
Alright, starting the pushback, and
Aren't we nice here? Aren't we nice?
Alpha
Okay.
27 on Charlie runway 16.
There we are. 8 minutes behind schedule, delayed due to Alpacalypse.
745, correct 1 minute taxi delay.
Roger.
Oh, good morning, Mariana. It's actually quite nice to be up and early doing a stream like this, especially for our Australian followers and New Zealand friends. But we're finally on our way on the Alpacalypse. Right, starting engine number 2. Head 2.
Oscar 445, taxi Golf Alpha. Hold short of taxiway Tango.
There's oil pressure.
Golf Alpha, hold
And N1. Worth noting, the Zebra mod I'm using is the same one I used on the last public stream. So it's 345 point. I can't remember now. Is it 0.5? So it's the last one I used. 345.5, latest public one as well.
Velocity 745, taxi Echo Alpha, cross runway 27, holding point Charlie.
Echo Alpha, Echo cross runway 27 Alpha, holding point Charlie, velocity 745.
Poor velocity.
Alpaca
Starting it out.
2463,
2 stable. Starting then number 1.
Alpaca 47 Foxtrot, contact the tower
Head
120.5. Alpaca 72 Bravo, contact the tower 1205.
Oil pressure and N1. Mariana's going to have some serial
Alpaca
comeback.
72 Bravo, tower 120.5.
120.5, Alpaca shaft to Bravo.
Oh, yeah, ground crew actually stopped it. What airline's that? New Pilots? Newpilots.com
Taxi Quebec.
Aviation, a Brazilian airline. Never seen that before.
Quebec, Alpaca 86 Yankee, Melbourne ground.
Right, anyway, starter cut out, both star switch are off, launching engine
Alright
1.
mate, operation complete, go ahead and set the parking brake.
And unstable.
Alright mate, disconnecting toes, stand by.
Runway 1, focus look out delay.
Perfect.
121, request push and start.
Good luck with that.
921, stand by. Alpaca 86 Yankee, need a reback, taxi Alpha, cross 27.
All he needs to think about, this ground controller, mate, he's nearly dispatched half the alpacas now.
The
end is near for him. New Pilot sounds like a Alpaca Airways subsidiary, I know.
Passing from your left to right, 1 clear, push, taxi Alpha, cross runway 27, holding point Charlie for runway 16.
Give way to the 732.
So we're on uniform here, just push back here. Yes, right, so I just realised he's parked us right on the road.
Toes disconnected, flight path pin, yeah, it's removed. I'll give you a thumbs up on the right and catch you next time, have a safe flight.
Thanks, buddy.
120.5, thanks very much for the ACN. Alpha, go 115.
Stay up, see you in Brisbane. Velocity 745, contact the tower 120.5.
Where did he say he's going? There he is. Oh look, he's actually waiting very patiently. He's been to the gym, look at his shoulders! Oh my days.
21, push approved.
Alpaca 4711,
Right, bypass
holding
pin
point
C.
Charlie, ready for
Let's
departure.
do it before taxi flow. Generators on,
Alpaca
EQs off,
4711,
star
sorry,
switches
contact the
continuous.
tower 120.5.
Probeats on, anti-ice
120.
off, packs auto, isolation valve auto, and that's all set. Flaps to 5, flight controls.
Alpaca 20 Papa Bay, Delta 9er, push approved.
So full forward, full back, And left centre, right centre, here comes the runners, full right, and full left, unload you, recall, and that's it. Read the before taxi checklist. And we can request taxi.
Follow the Ozjet 732.
Follow the Ozjet 732, velocity 833.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform request taxi.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform taxi. Uniform Alpha. Hold short of Echo.
Uniform Alpha will hold short of Echo. Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform. So Uniform Alpha, once we're on Alpha, we need to hold short of Echo, which is just here, so the Echo taxiway, because there'll probably be traffic coming in. Well, Echo's closed, so it might be something else, but you might be using it, I'm not sure. Right, taxi on.
Stand by push, expect 2 to 3 minutes.
And then we'll taxi straight ahead and take the second right onto Alpha. Right, parking brake released.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, contact the tower 120.
Config warning, we're finally on our way.
120.5 for Alpaca 86 Yankee. Maximum service over next weekend.
Awesome stuff.
156 with you on Golf. Sorry, stepped in there, go ahead again. Jetstar 156 affected the runway right now on Golf, sir.
So poor Jetstar's just landed here.
Welcome, taxi.
Welcome to the absolute Alpacalypse here. Here's Alpha, next right. Boy says hi there, good day to you sir, hope you're doing well. Welcome to, I think that's your first members stream you've popped into, so welcome on board. I don't think you're here on the group flight, but we'll get you up and running ASAP.
Philippines 5310, say your request.
Philippines 5310, requesting ready to taxi sir for runway 16.
Philippines 5310, taxi Romeo Echo. Hold short of Alpha.
Taxi Romeo.
So we're now on taxiway Alpha.
We
can get rid of this chart here. And remember our clearance limit is to Echo, so we've got to hold short of the Echo taxiway. So that's where that Qantas is. So we've got to give way to him. Tango's coming up.
Alpaca 9 of Bravo, Golf 43, request pushback.
Alpaca 9
How's the queue at the whole point? Not too bad, I think, for the size of the group flight and the fact there's a few others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not too bad at all.
Qantas 921, request taxi.
Enlisted apparently request a taxi by standing on the side of the road and raising your hand.
Holding point Charlie for runway 16.
So here's our clearance limit, the Echo taxiway, so we're just going to hold short of Echo.
Alpaca, stand by. A few other stations in there before go ahead.
Look at that. It's like Heathrow at rush hour. Super busy, but we're getting away, that's the important thing.
Alpaca 901 Bravo, thanks, push approved.
Ground Alpaca 14 Charlie, stand down to 5, request push to start.
So we'll just hold short here. This dash line, I'm not sure if that would be representing of where to hold short of Echo in real life, but we'll use that anyway. There's no one there. He's so busy.
Alpaca 1, sorry, confirm it was Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf. Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf, thanks, push approved. Ozjet 445, mate.
Aim apparent, is the overlay not working on private streams? I don't know if you've seen the last year's public streams, Amy. I've not been using the Sim Toolkit Pro overlay. One of the members, and actually a separate person, got in contact as well, saying that they had a lot of crashes, and although it wasn't confirmed, they believed it was linked to X-Pilot and Sim Toolkit Pro, and ever since I've stopped using Sim Toolkit Pro, I've not had a single sim crash. So unfortunately, that means no overlay for any of the streams at the moment until I find either workaround. I'm already in contact with the developer from Sim Toolkit Pro who wants to know a little bit more about it, and I've told him the information. But since not using it, I've had no problems with the sim. I've also got rid of a few other background things as well. So far the sim's running really smoothly. Touch wood.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, continue taxi.
Morning, Burak. I'll win the giveaway today. All the cows dispatched. Slight problem, Burak, because at the moment for the giveaway, I only assign it to people who take part in the group flight. You've got to get in the group flights, Burak. Well, anyway.
Okay, so Sierra Papa, stand by. Outbreak, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, Melbourne Tower. Okay, Melbourne ground.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, go ahead.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, continue taxi Alpha across runway 27, holding point Bravo, runway 16.
Alpha, clear cross runway 27 to hold point Bravo for runway 16, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform. So I think I actually missed back his, I think he was trying to get in contact with me. Thanks guys, great for ATC, very good. Was that for me as well?
What's the 833? Let's go.
I don't think so. Town 120 is.
Yeah, boss, the 833 repeat.
0.5.
What's the 8? You still on my frequency. Contact tower 1205, south.
Contact tower 120.5. Boss, the 833, good night.
Good night.
Listeners, yeah, Alfie, was he calling you? Yeah, he called me, guys. I was too busy looking at chat. I thought he would never have had the capacity to remember. No, I'm only joking. He's been very good this control.
Alpaca 902 Alpha. Alpaca 902 Alpha.
So clear cross runway 27. So again, before crossing, we check both sides, clear left, clear right, make sure no one's taking off or on the approach.
27.
That's also confirmed if you're crossing runway in the database. I was too busy waving to Burak, I was.
Say again for Philippines 5310.
Alpha U, Qantas 921, C Alpha, cross runway 27,
Matthew Merchant, have you tried XPUIPC and Fly Live Studio? I haven't, Matthew Merchant. I'm now really much under the impression of minimising the amount of plugins and textures and changes I have. So, just because I don't want... The more I find that you add, the more unstable you make your sim. Now, I know I could be talking rubbish, but I found that I've really cut down. I had a huge clean out of plugins, textures and cloud sets, and basically I removed about 3 or 4 plugins, the little thing here. So basically all I'm running now, X-Pilot for ATC, Avitab, Better Pushback, Fly with Lure for the landing rate calculator, Head Shake, and that's it, and XRAS. No, everything else is vanilla X-Plane 11. It gives me the best performance, it makes the sim very stable. So we were told to taxi the hold point Bravo. There's 2 hold points, so we'll use Bravo as instructed.
Alpaca, call sign only.
Got Alpaca 86 Yankee on the runway.
Hold short of Alpha.
Who's that?
Alpaca 14 Charlie. I think you want to
Dave Hagan, that's Dave on the runway. Very cool.
Alpaca 14 Charlie. We're actually ready for taxi. We were approved to push a few minutes ago.
Time up, taxi.
Poor guy.
Papa, hold short echo.
No worries, taxi, Papa, hold short echo, Alpaca 14 Charlie.
Good job.
Alpaca 901 Bravo, ready for taxi.
Alpaca 901 Bravo, taxi Yankee Alpha, hold short Tango.
Yankee Alpha, hold short Tango, Alpaca 901
So,
Bravo.
got us behind the Virgin Blue.
Alpaca. Sorry, call sign only, confirm call sign.
Alpaca 2 Sierra Papa.
Alpaca 2 Sierra Papa, taxi Tango Alpha, cross runway 27, holding point Bravo, runway 16.
Tango Alpha, cross runway 27, hold point Bravo 16, Alpaca 2 Sierra Papa.
Oh yeah.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, contact the tower now 120.5.
At 120.5, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform. Thanks a lot for dealing with us lot. Cheers.
All good. Break Philippines 5310, contact the tower 120.5.
There we are, on the tower. Sim 737 pilot, do you flip your strobes on steady, switch crossing the runway? Yeah, I mean, not to steady because it's already on steady, but yeah, flick it over to probe and steady. I don't. I mean, I should do it if I'm representing real world SOPs, just to increase that visibility. But in the sim, it makes zero difference because it doesn't simulate that in X-Pilot. So, but yes, just to increase visibility.
Ozjet 1445 runway 16 minus 48.
Greg, so any reason you've got the 4 landing light switches instead of the LED type? I think I was having a fiddle with the settings. I changed a few things around just to switch it up for because I had the same one for ages. So I've gone back to skimpters. I've gone for the conventional radio because I had the updated multi-mode receiver radio for a while. I just changed things around slightly because I don't know, just fancied a change. That was all, but no reason, Craig Scott. Apart from that. Tower, hello, it's Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, ready for departure via Bravo 1016 in sequence.
Session calling Montero, good day. Philippines 5310, disregard.
Oh.
Airborne, Alpaca Sharp to Bravo.
Because of the 2 Bravo, contact departures, correction, contact Melbourne Center 124.0.
124.0, Alpaca Sharp to Bravo, thank you for the agency.
See you, mate.
Say 124, or does he mean 125?
Melbourne Tower 7692 for runway 16.
Qatari.
Jordan, you've got the tray table out, feet kicked up and seat reclined. Don't tell me you took an Airbus as well. Outrageous.
QJet 1445.
Joe try not to bump, but Jordan provide. Brilliant.
Correction. QJet 1445, standby, just expect 20 seconds delay. Sorry, that was all. I just get one.
So we've got a couple of others here.
Copy.
Oh look, we're being outnumbered. There's only 2 alpacas at the whole point. We've got a Qantas, we've got Jetstar, Virgin Blue. What's going on? To be fair, I think we've got at least 20 alpacas away, and there's plenty of alpacas en route to the whole point. There's 2 Sierra Papa taxiing on his way. I'm really sure that's Boyshar 12.
Melbourne Tower Alpaca 117, would like to request immediate departure if possible.
A what departure?
Alpaca 117, unable, just expect 1 minute flight.
What did you request, Alpaca?
Okay, roger.
I didn't even hear that.
I was at 1445, the wind 200 degrees, 9 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
That's that weird livery.
Heading to 70. Clear takeoff. Clear for takeoff from runway 16, Ozjet 445, heading to 70 after takeoff.
I don't think that's Ozjet livery though, because that's a Brazilian livery. I guess we don't have an Ozjet CSL. Kenton, so I wanted to do an immediate departure. You're trying to help. Oh, I wouldn't request. I understand you're trying to help, but that's, you know, he'll need that. He'll only need immediate departures if, well, there is some, to be fair, some short final, but he's going to struggle to get you away if that aircraft's still on the runway. Anyway, there goes Ozjet.
Guitar 7692 is going to miss runway 16.
Uh-oh.
Qatari,
all the way from Qatar, flying a missed approach.
Yeah, my altitude is too high.
Yeah, whatever, you saw too many alpacas and you went around. I said, screw that, I'm going to go back to Qatar. Oh dear, got himself a little bit destabilised, it would seem. Hello, Jet.
445 airborne. I was at 1445. Contact Melbourne Center 124.0. Break Qatari.
See, this is something I've just noticed with this controller. He keeps telling people to contact Melbourne Centre at 124.0. However, on the X-Pilot client, I see on the Melbourne Centre as 125.0. So I wonder if he's getting the frequency correct.
Guitar 7692 turning
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong with anyone that's already departed. I'm pretty sure Melbourne Centre is 125.0. Well, it's staring at me in the face, but I swear he keeps handing people over to 124.0. I'm going to stick that one on standby.
Sorry, 7692, you still on the frequency?
7692, yeah, still on the frequency.
Oh, look at this now.
7692, contact Melbourne Center 124.0. Good day.
120.4 good day.
124.0.
So is 124.0. Oh, why is that saying 125 on my client? I wonder.
Velocity, correction. Alpaca 117, runway 16, line up away.
Alpaca runway 16, Alpaca 117.
Velocity 833, runway 16, line up away.
Line up and wait, 16, velocity 833.
Very cool, so you're getting two aircraft to line up and wait at once, that's fine. So long as, generally they'd advise the aircraft ahead, so in this case Captain Monster is going to get takeoff clearance first. But
Alpaca 20, g'day. Alpaca 117, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
so do the before takeoff checklist now. Config we checked, flaps we have 5 green lights, stab trim 5.75 units set, takeoff briefing. Packs are in auto, bleeds on, the V-speeds are set for departure, 35, 36, 143 set. We're going to be flying a non-X3, climbing straight ahead to Horsch, then a right turn to Alpaca. Stop climb is 5,000 feet, going to follow NADP2. Any problems will climb straight ahead to the MSA, which I think we'll go at a 4,000. I've not actually looked at the MSA in that sector. Let's have a look here. Best way to find the MSA is off an approach chart, but you can see it's 3,700 to the south, so we'll go to 4,000 feet. That's it. Check's complete. We'll ding the cabin. Flick that, usually triggers it. Listerman, are all the engines on? Brilliant.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Melbourne Tower, Alpaca 117, airborne 1,000 feet.
Alpaca 117, contact departure, correction, contact center 124.0, g'day.
124.0, thanks very much for the ATC and good night, Alpaca 117.
See you, mate.
Perfect. There goes Captain Monster. Are all the engines on? Yes, Listerman. Unbelievable. Yeah, strange how the ex-pilot client says 124.0. He's
833, wind 2003, I don't know. Runway 16, cleared for takeoff, report Edward.
Clear for takeoff, velocity 833.
cool. Oh look, we just got ahead of this mad rush here.
And velocity 745, pound, company 037, runway 16, line up behind.
So velocity. That's 745.
Lining up, velocity 745.
Hopefully we'll get our line-up clearance as well. Joe, have we got the air stairs attached still? Congratulations. Yes. Can I line up and wait, please? Paul Shoesmith, just got back from the physio, time to set up. What have I missed? Not so much, Paul, we're all okay. Very, very busy. Controllers are doing a great job though. I'm now, I think, number 1 to line up behind Velocity. Hold point's getting a little bit busy, but it's been like this for the past
Velocity 833 is airborne, passing
30 minutes or so, but otherwise, all going well so far.
Velocity 833, contact Melbourne, center 12.
Hope you're pain-free, Shuey. You've got the last slot at 10:38. Feel free to take a slightly earlier one, just after Kai, or if you can fit in between any other available slots, because you are leaving at the moment 15 minutes after the last.
Tower, good day. Alpaca 9 Bravo on Alpha for Golf. Correction for Charlie.
Do I give him a nudge? Because he could line us up unless there's runway. There's an aircraft coming on final. No, approach approach is all clear, so he should be able to get us lined up ASAP. Very quiet at the moment.
Head Alpaca 9 Alpha on Charlie for runway 16.
Alpaca 9 is Alpha, g'day.
Itama Mazur, first member stream, joined a bit late yesterday to join this one. Hopefully next time. Well, we do these group flights every 4 to 5 weeks, Itama, so you'll see on Discord when we post it. You can get involved as soon as you can.
G'day. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, runway 16, line up runway.
FI Bravo, line up rate, runway 16, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Perfect, cleared to line up and wait, so clear left, he's just waiting for his takeoff clearance, there's no one on the approach. Clear right, release parking brake. And let's do the full takeoff checklist. So pop these on, taxi light off, strobes, auto throttle, and LNAV, and transponder to TRA. So MCP is set.
Approaching 1
Transponder, TARA, strobe lights are on, just waiting for takeoff clearance.
G'day.
This poor tower controller.
16 Bravo on Charlie, ready. G'day. Velocity 745, runway 16.
I don't know if that controller is just taking a very chilled, relaxed approach, or
On runway
he's maxed out.
70.
Clear for takeoff from 016, airborne heading 270, velocity 745.
So when you get told to request a heading after departure, don't immediately turn. You want to climb up to at least a minimum altitude, 400 feet. Don't want to be turning sooner than that.
Ready.
So I wonder if they're just getting people on vectors. Why? I don't know why they're taking them off the SID. Robson, can I line up, please? Where are you, Robson? Can't remember what your call sign is. I've got my list here, but it's so difficult to find people in or on the list there. Can't see you for now.
Velocity 745, 101, contact departures 124.40, g'day.
2 Sierra Papa.
Airborne contact departure 124.0.
Again, I can't find Alpaca 2 Sierra Papa who that is on the list. Oh, that's Boyshard 12, I knew that one. Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf. That's Warhawk SCM, who's still getting sleep out his eyes because I know it's 4 AM where you are, I believe, or if you're wearing 2 tons of love, it's incredible. Alpaca 1-4 Charlie. Who's that? I can't find Alpaca 1-4 Charlie now. I'm trying my best to try and point out as many people as possible, but it's impossible. I can't even see that call sign on my list. I've literally just scrolled over, I can't see it. 9 Alpha Kilo. That's Andy, M71. 9 to Alpha 9 1 Bravo.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. The wind's 200 degrees, better not runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Well, he's not told me to maintain any heading, so we'll just carry on with the SID. So there we are. Clearance complete, we're finally on our way. So timing, 40%. Dogs in chat.
612 by the body traffic.
Stabilise, push toga, set takeoff thrust. Oh, Steve J, Alpaca 1-4 Charlie, it's me. Ah, very good, very good. Right, looking for 93.5. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal.
80 knots.
Check, release that forward pressure.
V1 rotate.
Up we go. 2 to 2.5 degrees per second. Coming through the dead bands, we're airborne. What's the flight rate? Gears coming up. And trim.
Line up and way, runway 16, Philippines 5310.
400.
Now, nav. And we're away. So there's 1,000 feet. We'll plug up. So gently lower the nose. Flying directors command a slight climb.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, contact Center 124.0.
Centre 124.0, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Thanks ATC, sir. Bye.
Yeah.
There's flaps 1. flaps up.
G'day.
There's centre.
Flight plan has filed flight level 360 for velocity.
So there's waypoint Horsh, and we can now command that right turn. Flaps up nice, so we can select VNAV. Remember that will only command 220 knots. That helps with track keeping. Just that initial turn. Got 1,000 feet to go, so vertical speed 1,000 feet.
1,000 to go.
Alpaca 72 Bravo.
Still hand flying, so just follow the flight directors nice and smoothly. In reality, when hand flying this, you'll be requesting pilot monitoring to make the changes on the MCP. As pilot flying, actually flying manually, you have to keep hands on the controls. The only button you can push is to engage the autopilot. Melbourne, hello, it's Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, non-X3 departure, passing 4,700 for altitude 5,000 feet.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, Melbourne Centre, good day, you identify climb flight level 370.
1,000 to go.
Climb flight level 370, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform. Perfect. It's hard multitasking like that, reading,
right,
hand flying,
100
MCP altitudes. Come on, Jim.
report established.
So that's set VNAV,
for Qatar 7,
set standard,
769
passing 48 flight level 370.
runway 16, was that
Get on to the flight directors.
Qatar 7692 AFM.
And there's command A, and we can do the after takeoff checklist commands on the FMA. Gears off, water brake off, start switches off. Taxi
Alpaca Whiskey 4, mic contact.
air conditioning pressurization 2.2, set to auto, bleeds on. Release the cabin crew. And there we are, after takeoff checklist complete. Here is the ortho on this, one of the best orthos I've seen for the scenery, sorry, when I say the best orthos, the ortho, the big map's really nice. I mean, you can see there's some colour differences with differences in photographic scenery, but once you get up to about 20,000 it looks really good.
Actually, you should be fine. Maintain flight level 370, report you back.
So I still see a few alpacas at the whole point, 2 Sierra Papa, 1 Juliet Golf, 1 4 Charlie, 9 Alpha Kilo, 9 2 Alpha, 9 1 Bravo. Still see all these people queuing. Look, 15 Tango Whiskey, 9571, 9 Delta Echo. Still a few of you on stand as well. I hope you all get airborne ASAP and catch up with us here. Look at you all at the whole point. That's cracking. Here we are. We're catching up with. There's a bit of a gap here. But Captain Monster had a bit.
I'll get yours done now.
No problem. I'm watching you on Twitch. Absolutely brilliant.
100 370 pre-cruise checks we can do now. So fuel, remember we've got a little bit of fuel in the centre tank, 290 kilos, centre tank pumps on, low pressure lights have been extinguished, APU is off, sorry, all the lights, pressurisation, diff pressure is 3.8, climbing, and that's set.
86 Yankee standby.
Cruise passengers recall, checks complete. Oops, forgot to turn the weather radar on. So important. So not only does it show you weather, it'll predict wind shear, but the conditions things need to stay are not to wind shear. List
86 Yankee, report you back.
That's zoom level 17, right, list of it. Yes, that tile here is 17 around the airport, but en route I do 16, but yeah, the airport tile I do at 17. Once you're above 10,000 feet, 16 looks absolutely fine.
Quad 612 Melbourne approach.
But 16 uses so...
Online 132 days.
17 uses so much more space than 16. I think it's pretty much a factor of 4 every time you increase that zoom level. I have all of Europe in 17, which I like having, but I find that when it's all 17, it can take a lot of computer resources sometimes to generate those tiles, whereas 16 is a lot easier for it to come off the hard drive.
Plus 455, clear to Melbourne via Wollongong flight planned route. Dina 7 departure with the Wollongong transition, runway 16 right. Climb via set 5,000.
Just giving clearances to other airports around here.
Cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong, Dina 7, departure Wollongong, transition, runway 16 right, climb by set 5000, squawk 4356, and ready for push and start.
Qantas 455, push approved.
Push approved, Qantas 455.
There we go. Finally on our way. It's actually quite a long flight, this one, for a group flight. Already up to here an hour 55. You usually keep it between an hour and hour 30, but this one was voted in by all of you.
16 kilometers back, speedbird 1174, descent 90,000, QNH 1020.
Look at the weather. Weather's really nice. And I think later on in Sydney, which is around our halfway point, it's not so bad. And it's a little bit cloudier the further north we go. Right now in Brisbane, few clouds at 4,000, broken at... my phone can actually reload the weather. Oh, it's actually raining. It's been a light rain in Brisbane at the moment, few at 3,000. So the further north we go, the worse the weather, but not bad at all. Warhawk CM, you're playing the waiting game now. Hopefully you'll be airborne ASAP. Captain Monster, I'm pushing toga button on the throttle until level off. That won't do anything.
536, stand by, I'll get your clearance down.
Bruh, we need some more power. Captain Monster, filling up chat with nonsense as per usual. That's the caution, fuel. Behave yourself. Man, it'll be on you. Will Henwood, there's a place called Wagga Wagga below the fly path, and I'm laughing more than I should. Well, we're currently over Wandong. Will Henwood, I'm laughing more than I should as well. Pretty Sally, Kilmore. There is Wandong, I think. There. That'll be the first time I've ever flown over this part of the world, in real life and in the simulator. We're all children at heart, guys. We're all children at heart.
4725, there reported IFR traffic.
4725, nil traffic, Delta Romeo 7.
What's the chances of that?
Alpaca 213, contact Melbourne Centre 135.
Default scenery. It's all Ortho Sim 737 pilot. This is not stock X-plane, which is why it looks really good.
Qantas 540, contact Melbourne Centre 135.6.
Is that for me? I think that might have been for me. Someone's had a rejected takeoff. Who's that, Andy? Uh-oh. Berlin flight morning, or comfortably sat at 350 trying to watch the stream without ending up missing by call site. Oh, Berlin flight should try doing live streams. I'm very reliant on chat to
contact Melbourne approach.
how we monitor that frequency. As for Qantas, thanks to just enough.
Qatar 769 and 2, contact Tower 120.
There's Qatar coming in for his second approach. Already past 20,000 feet. We should do a quick panel scan. Diff pressure 6.5. That's set.
Alpaca 863, contact Melbourne Centre 135.6 and ask him.
All looking good. Interesting. I've got 0 in the centre tank and at this altitude, but
Alpaca
oh no,
2
pumps already
Tango
off.
Lima,
I can't even remember turning the
Centre
centre pumps off, guys.
135.6.
Jim must have done it. Oh, Andy, it wasn't one of us. Oh dear. Of course it wouldn't be one of us.
Qantas 536.
It would be one of those Qantas boys.
Qantas 536, sorry for delay.
Sim 737 pilot, is LNAV supposed to be able to be engaged on the ground? I tried with VFB, fly runway heading off, and I was almost in line with my first waypoint. Yeah, you can engage at LNAV so long as you've got a waypoint within how many degrees of the magenta line is? I think it's 10, and an active FMS, and make sure you get your flight directors on as well, otherwise it won't work. And then LNAV will arm when you push toga, heading select engages, and then LNAV engages at 50 feet RA.
Minus 536.
It's 15 degrees.
Ready for taxi, Qantas 455.
Minus 455. Can you wait till Sydney approach just gets online and sets their frequency?
Yeah, no problem. Qantas 455.
Minus 455, thanks.
What's the population of Australia? I mean, it's very sparsely populated when you get away from the coastline. I mean, look at this here, these areas.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, are you this frequency?
2 Tango Limo here. Next town is Wangaratta and Shepparton. See the road just to our left hand side, if you can see that. There it is, look.
Velocity 745, you'll leave my airspace, minus Unicom 122, decimal 8.
Andy, there's still 27 departures on the ground at Melbourne. Oh dear. I had about a 10-minute delay at the whole point. Population of 25 million according to 2018 data. Wow, when you think about the total land size, or total area in Australia, mainland Australia is
KLM 148, go ahead.
I'm the correct frequency here in this position.
Ruben said to Captain, was that you that was you, wasn't it, in the Berlin flight who ran out of fuel? Who ran out of fuel?
KLM 148.
Sim 737 pilot, the light will be off until 50 feet. The light on the MCP stays on regardless, but that just shows you that the mode is
yeah, you'll speak to me on
can be deselected. Doesn't mean it's actually engaged. It's the FMA is that's what's important.
Delta Romeo 0 departed to route time 18 on climb through 3,300 for flight level 190. Desmond West up at time 37, requesting control airspace on climb.
Delta Romeo Sierra cleared to Port Macquarie via Acme planned route. Squawk, you are identified as well and climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Delta Romeo 0.
Sim 737 pilot, I can't get LNAV light to turn on when I push SIBO 345.3. So have you got your route activated, executed, and both your flight directors on? It could be an issue with that particular departure. It could be more than 15 degrees after initial track. It could be several reasons. What SID is it, Sim 737 pilot? And check the track if it goes out and extended sense line. There are some airports though you can fly to. For whatever reason, a database issue perhaps where you can't engage LNAV. If that's the case, don't worry, just engage it at 400 feet. We have a few real life departures like that.
Sorry, go ahead.
KLM down under, is he lost? Did I hear it? I missed that. Yeah, KLM, of course.
Thanks, KLM 148.
Oh yeah, there he is. Sorry, ETA then.
Alpaca 190 Romeo, contact
0204.
135 days.
So minus the time difference there, that's going to be 4 minutes past 12 UK time. The local time in Australia in the sim right now, where we are, is the same as UK local time, making it very confusing.
Aquas 500, clear to flight level 250 when ready.
Alpaca 522, contact Brisbane Centre.
Bit of traffic popping up on TCAS.
0.
Quite a few miles ahead though. I should think that's an alpaca. Big cancer monster. Some of the Texans on the stream might see the actual sunrise local. I know, yeah, 2 tons of love. What's the time where you are now? 20 past 4? 20 past 4 in the morning? Crazy.
1302, contact.
But when I'm on earlies, I sometimes have to get up at 3 in the morning for duty. Well, that's very early on it. Very unusual for that one. Be more like 4:30.
That was 133 decimal 0. Adios.
Listen, TCAS display in large zoom level. TCAS traffic displays in large zoom levels too. I always thought that I couldn't zoom out. You can't. This is the maximum, so range of 160. Okay, yeah, it shouldn't be displaying.
Alpaca 117.
On the highest zoom level, it doesn't show TCAS traffic. So, now off the top of my head, I can't remember what the zoom level is. But it shouldn't be displaying on the higher zoom levels. I think this is the highest. Looking at this here, I think if you got the scale to 80, that's fine. But beyond that, I think this one would now no longer show you TCAS traffic. I need to look that one up.
21 Melbourne Centre, g'day.
20 past 4 in the morning, 2 tons of love.
Maintain flight level.
That is crazy.
Flight level 350.
One day, for my American friends, I will stream about 4 in the morning UK time, so you can actually enjoy kind of like an evening stream for you guys. Because you always get the streams either, you know, well, most of the time it'd be around midday because I'm streaming in the evening in the UK. Right, let's have a look here, list of it regarding TCAS traffic.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, climb flight level 410 now, apologies for delay.
Climb flight level 410 for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
This is in the ND. What does the dotted circle around our plane mean? That one there, it's a TCAS range ring. Get it when you select traffic on EFIS. So you see if I deselect traffic, it just sort of represents, you know, where the traffic is. It just lets you know that the traffic is selected there. It shows a 3 nautical mile range ring orientated to the aircraft heading, but that's all it is. So if an aircraft is within that, it's within 3 miles. You can see as the zoom scale changes, so does the range ring there. But if you deselect traffic, it goes off. If you turn traffic off, you'll get no traffic information on your ND. So, let me try and find...
Like a 2 Sierra Papa, Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb flight level 350.
No, I can't see that there. Where's my FCOM? There's so many diamonds. Yeah, well, that's all the different aircraft. Tutors love Friday night ops in the US, typically online for VATS in between midnight and 4 AM Zulu. Sometimes the entire US is online on Fridays, usually focus on particular region. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I sometimes see some US events on a little bit sooner. So generally when I'm streaming in the US, I stream a little bit later in the UK to 8-9 o'clock in the evening, but still miss quite a lot of those busiest events. But sometimes they do events a bit sooner. Mo, doesn't the ring represent the actual position of traffic in relation to the aircraft, so the middle of the circle of dots represents the middle of the aircraft? Well, yes, that's correct. So this is you, the triangle here, and this circle is a 3-mile ring around your aircraft. And this traffic here is on the clock face, is where it would be.
1 Juliet Golf approaches online 132.0.
You can see traffic coming up slightly from behind, but yeah, you know, it's only by a range of 3 miles or so. Once a bit more than 3 miles behind you, you can't see them on the ND.
Sorry, is that? Oh, yeah, Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf, that was 132.0.
Let's have a look here. TCAS traffic display. Quite interested. Can't remember the range. Plenty of alpacas. Yeah, they are. We are everywhere.
Alpaca 1 Charlie Romeo, are you back?
Alpaca 1 Juliet Romeo, contact Brisbane Centre 133.0.
Confirm Alpaca 1 Charlie,
1 Charlie Romeo, A firm.
Okay, 133.0, Alpaca 1 Charlie, over. Cheers. Thanks for having us. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Melbourne Centre streaming on Twitch right now, just watching it. It's really busy, very cool. Full of alpacas.
Track directing park. Ozjet 445, track direct parks, flight plan route. Direct parks, flight plan route. Sorry about that. At least you're flying manually, it seems. Yep, flying with the DLI, essentially. Do you mind if we leave for a couple of minutes?
It doesn't say in the FCOM regarding the distance of the range, but I'm pretty sure when you select beyond this range here, you no longer get TCAS traffic display.
Station, Segan call
But the FCOM, I know it's in there somewhere, but at the moment it's just explaining the TCAS system
2130, that's alright, but you're going to hit soon.
and what the
so
symbols
you're
mean.
back.
And again, I think it varies based off, there's so many different tail variants of the 737, newer versions, older versions. I don't think they're any different between the two regarding displays on the ND. I really want to find that out now.
We'll see 833 start minutes available.
We'll see 833, go ahead.
Ah, there we go. TCAS traffic displays at ranges of 80 miles or less.
A river tree arrival.
There we are. So I was right in guessing that one. So 80 miles,
Level 250.
you can just select the traffic, but if you select 160 or greater, you no longer have TCAS traffic displayed on the ND. There you go. I knew it was buried in FCOM somewhere. Yeah, so the same as when the fix that disappears when the 3-mile TCAS run, which makes sense. Because when you deselect traffic, that's when the range disappears as well.
Alpaca 117, that's alright.
And the main reason I think that's the case there, you imagine on a typical chunk of airspace in normal times, even at a range of 80 miles like this, sometimes there's so much traffic here. And it's such an old aircraft, it struggles to generate lots of symbols. So if you there's something called a symbol generator. So if you select airports, data, POS, waypoints, they only come on at a certain range as well. It can only display so much information, and you'll see this message come up. Literally cannot remember anything. It comes up with a message basically saying there's too much information on the display, and it'll decluster it automatically. But it's not modelled in the Zemo mod here.
16, right? Descent plot level 130. Descend flight level 130. Qantas 2130, A firm. And also your start
trying to find the
tree
default message now.
16 right.
Uh-oh. Someone's kid in the background. Excess data, thanks Listerman. Oh my goodness, like sometimes when you're streaming and you're trying to think of something, and again something that's not necessarily modelled in the Zebra mod, you've not seen it for a while, you get
Alpaca,
yeah, excess data comes up when there's too many symbols for the aircraft to generate, and it automatically turns them off. And yeah, generally speaking, when you select 160 miles, it's usually too much data for it to generate most of the time.
Alpaca 1 Juliet.
Approach controller only on text, no voice. Oof, oh dear.
Continue climb flight level 2.
Ruben, can you explain why you always prefer to put the fuel in the wings instead of a centre tank? That is a Boeing limitation. You've got to use the fuel in the centre tank first before using the wings. Cat, the outside range for a TRA is not implemented yet. No, I know you guys were playing around with it the other day in Discord, but the modelling of it's quite basic.
Alpaca 28 flight, contact Brisbane Centre 133 days 40.
He's covering a huge chunk of airspace. He's already handing people over to Brisbane. But yeah, the TCAS system in the mod it's okay. It certainly depicts other traffic on VATSIM, which is pretty cool. TAs and RAs would also be generated. I mean, you get a TA aircraft within 40 seconds of projected impact, RA for 25 seconds. But whether those transponders actually communicate to each other via
2130, we're about to heading to
VATSIM or the export, I don't know, because basically how it works is the transponders interrogate each other. When one aircraft's given command, for example, to climb, it'll ensure that the other aircraft receives the opposite command, so descend.
2130, I can give you vectors.
But I don't think there's that level of immersion or level of detail when it comes to the systems communicating each other, because that would require both aircraft in the separate sims to be talking to each other in some way. Matthew Marchant, the hydraulic pumps are called using heat exchangers in the wing fuel tanks. That's a very good point as well, and as I was explaining yesterday when we were having a bit of fun messing around in the Zebo mod, it's not in FCOM 2, but if you actually get to your final reserve fuel, so you're burning less than you got less than a ton in the tank, so you'd be in a mayday situation, the electric hydraulic pumps can actually overheat because there isn't enough fuel in the wing tanks to keep them cool. But that can happen.
902 Alpha, Brisbane Centre Gate, continue climb flight level 330. Continue climb flight level 330. Number control, Alpaca 1.
Will Henwood, will you be doing some Assetto Corsa later, or any one of the members? I think I might go on, Will. It's been a while, but poor Marionette. I've been on the PC all of yesterday, setting up the A300 stream, so that was from 11 AM until this. I did the stream. Minimum rest before this stream, so I will take a break for the PC. Marionette wants to get some stuff, play some games as well. So I'll probably hop on tonight. I am going to do a public stream tomorrow as well. I'm hoping to take the... there's a Learjet that's been modified by... sort of like the A320 project from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Someone's done an update for the little Learjet. I forget what it's called. CJS, I think it was CJ4 Learjet. Apparently it's very good. It's got a real pilot who flies that particular aircraft providing feedback. It's got a functioning VNAV system. Performance figures apparently now match. So I was thinking of actually doing a little BizJet flight. And I want to take advantage of the fact that Microsoft Flight Simulator has all of that scenery installed, and there is an event in Argentina tomorrow after I think it's 8 PM. So I'm hoping to stream on Sunday, go from La Paz, or I think Bolivia or something on the west coast of South America to Argentina, across the continent. It should only take about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so, because VATSIM is quite good on Microsoft Flight Simulator. The V-Pilot client works really well, but the model matching's a bit off at the moment. Daniel Swift, good morning to you. Did you know, Daniel Smith, it is this is the 13th members group flight, and it was a year ago we did our first one, and we went to Prague, Stansted to Prague. There was about 10 of us. There was no organisation, we all just went for it, and I think after the second or third group flight I did, that's when I began to realise, look, there's around 30, 40 of you, we need to start coordinating this. I think we did the third one, and everyone was requesting clearance and push a start at the exact same time, but it didn't work. So I think the way we have it set up now is quite nice. It does take a little bit of extra work to obviously publish it via Discord, but I quite like the fact that I can use Discord to tag you. Everyone can see everyone else's flight list. We've got plenty of capacity to accommodate swaps because we're off, so it's easy to do. So yeah, I hope you like the way it's all organised. There's Australia down below. Where are we? We're over Wagga Wagga. Superb. Oh, there is Wagga Wagga. Slightly different ortho photo, it would seem they used for Wagga Wagga. I wonder if anyone from Wagga Wagga has ever watched my streams. Daniel Swift, blimey, I feel old now. Flight Deck Sim, says one of our youngest members. Listed was our ETA roughly. 0204 Zulu, so that's around an hour and a half from now. That's going to be 12:04 UK time, local.
Somehow Alpaca 117 is still alive at flight level 350.
Oh,
I nearly did.
unbelievable.
Alpaca 640 Papa, so we're on top of the back. Block. Yeah, Alpaca 640 Sierra Papa, are you back on the frequency?
Bird flight, and there I had my first and hopefully only internet disconnect for the flight. Really need to replace that router. Oh dear, hopefully it'll carry on. Paul Shoe Swift pushing back on time. Thank you. 10:38. You're the last one away, Shuey. We're all on our way now. Has the first guys landed yet? Petrich, I think he got a little bit delayed. Have a little look at the VATSIM map. Let's see if there's a little conga line here.
250 correct. Thank you, setting now.
That's great. Look at the VATSIM map. Really nice. I mean, Europe looks pretty busy at the moment, but look at that. We've definitely got the best conga line going. Very cool. Cat, what's this song called? It's called Sunshine by Seneca B. It's on the royalty-free playlist they have. Oh no, so the reason approach is text only is due to technical issues. Oh dear, that could be quite fun then.
Sorry, station calling, cycle sign. Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf. 1 Juliet Golf, apologies, climb flight level 350. Climb 350, Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf, thanks. Remember, center, this is Alpaca Airways Members, we maintain our Alpaca 92 Alpha negative, cancel space restrictions. Alpaca Airways Members.
Very cool. I was just looking at Discord at some of the pictures. Only conga line from coast to coast. Very cool. David Bromwich, you're airborne after 37 minutes at the holding point. Outrageous. I mean, I was quite lucky. I think the guys who go first, obviously, you know, they get away first. I mean, I was expecting a bit more of a delay at the whole point due to my position. But I only had around 10-15 minutes or so.
Alpaca 4711, contact Brisbane Centre 133.0.
133.0, Alpaca 4711. Thank you for your service. Bye-bye.
It's the first time in a long time I've actually been able to see the ground in the stream as well. Jordan, top weather on the horizon. Over Brisbane doesn't look too flashy. Yeah, a little bit of rain forecast there and clouds, so I'm enjoying the ortho whilst I can. Ruben, I'm always amazed at how empty Australia really is. I mean, yeah, we're not even that far away from the coastline, but I think Central Australia here is just nothing. I mean, if I just zoom in on this one part here, look. Crazy. And we're flying over it's called the Great Dividing Range. Well, just to the west of it. You can see it here.
130, KLM 148.
Farms everywhere. Yeah. But the ortho looks really good.
Sorry, station calling Vegan call sign. Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo Brisbane. Sorry, Melbourne Centre. Good day, climb flight level 370.
Listen, glad I'm not online today now. I imagine typing Roger, cancel approach clearance. Climb 5000, being left turn 360 contact centre. Yeah, typing that away whilst flying a missed approach.
Sorry, there's too many Alpaca PE put in quickly.
What did he say? There's too many alpacas. We're still about 15 down on our record. I want to be pushing up these numbers even more. I want to be seeing 100 alpacas on a group flight. I know we've toyed with other ideas with group flights as well. I think some people suggested, which I don't think is a bad shout, is perhaps split the group flight in half and then have some starts at the arrival point and then the other half at the departure point, and then we fly past each other. But the whole idea of a group flight is we all hoard together, you know. David Bromwich, 80% of the population live east of the Great Dividing Range. Wow.
370 Alpaca 9 up unit.
Alpaca 80 Zulu, are you back to frequency? Alpaca 80. Alpaca 80 Zulu, contact Brisbane Centre 121.7. Yeah, 121.7.
Andre, hope I have enough fuel. How much did you take? Did you just take standard fuel, Andre? If you did, you might be okay. But generally on the group flights, online, or any flight I do online on VATSIM, I take it at least 30 minutes these days. I just sort of simulate, like I did yesterday, a tankering sector. Tankering sectors are reasonably common. I'd say about 1 in 10 flights I do in real life for tankering sectors. It really depends where you're going, of course.
Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf stop climb.
So you can always simulate your tankering. Take that additional fuel.
Stop climb flight level 310, Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf.
Oh, Andrew, you took 2 tons extra. I have to like.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, contact Brisbane Centre.
12 tons of fuel on the A321 Neo. Well, that should be fine. Yeah, that'll be more than sufficient.
6% of 132.0 for Alpaca 86 Yankee. Thanks for 779 again.
What if we zoom in, if we can see the traffic ahead? There we are, look. There's 117 and 72 Bravo. We've got Qantas behind us, 2 Qantases.
Melbourne Centre, Alpaca
And 2 Sierra Papa as well.
240.
Alpaca 71 Melbourne Centre, g'day, continue climb flight level 370.
Continue climb 370, Alpaca 71.
Swiss 149, climbing flight level 240.
Swiss 149, stop climb, flight level 230 for now.
Stop climb, flight level 230, Swiss 149.
Kat, what countries do you tanker to the most? So generally, I seem to tanker a lot to France. So a lot of French airports we tanker. Why? I don't know. I mentioned yesterday in the stream that tankering sectors, we have absolutely no input on how much, or when we decide what a tankering sector is. It literally comes on the operational flight plan. I'll try and find one for you guys so I can show you kind of like an extract. Essentially says, if I bring up this flight plan here, so it'll come up here and it actually forms as part of your minimum block fuel. So let's imagine it say under taxi or under this fuel amount here or wherever it is, tankering 2 tons, and it fall as part of your minimum block fuel. So in this case it'd be 78932. Now this is the one situation where you can actually take less than block fuel, which is on the flight plan, because the tankering fuel is not required to legally complete the flight. It is an operational choice made by the airline, because most common reason is fuel is very expensive at your destination, and it's actually worth taking the extra penalty for the extra weight by taking that additional fuel, so you don't have to refuel as much at your destination. Now, if it's 2 short sectors you're flying, they'll actually attempt a round trip, so they'll try and get you to take enough fuel so you get to your destination, you don't actually need to refuel, and they can go all the way back to your home base, which you do sometimes see, and it is doable if the flight is usually less than an hour and a half and not completely full.
Sorry to be a little bit pushy, I can understand how busy you are. Any update on the clearance?
But the tankering sector they can put as much fuel as they need to operationally make the best savings. So sometimes you'll find that they've put a ridiculous amount of tankering fuel on 6-7 tons, and it'll be limited by the maximum landing weight of the aircraft. So you literally, they've planned on you taking that full amount and landing at 65.3 tons, which again you need to be very careful with, because it can put you right at your maximum landing weight. So if you have an airport which has a short runway or is potentially becoming contaminated, or has something else like that. Am I boring you, Jack? Did you hear the dog moaning? That's something to take into account. So yeah, imagine it was 2 tons, that would be 7932. I can still take the minimum block fuel, which is the total of all of that, the block fuel minus the tankering fuel, and that's actually still the minimum block fuel required. But yeah, French airports, you see a lot of tankering sectors. Some of the Canary flights, you do, but round trip to Canary from the UK is impossible, so you just try and get as much as you get on there. I'll try and find an example of a tankering sector for you and take a print screenshot. Are you okay, Jack? Yes, you didn't get your morning walk yet, have you? Hello. Listerman says, hi, Jack. Stephen, hello. Flew the flight offline in the 727 freighter, had a fire at engine number 1 and 3 right after takeoff, didn't manage to extinguish the fire, so I had to divert to Albury. Oh dear, Stephen Beckman. I know exactly what you did. The engines on both the 737 and 727 Fly JSIM aircraft, the old cigarette tubes, they have a tendency to overheat if you're at full power, so it's very important you properly select glide thrust in both those aircraft once you get to your acceleration point, or climb thrust. So I think it's 92% they suggest for both of them, otherwise they'll overheat quite quickly. Can I play Assetto Corsa later as well? Yes, I'm not going to do a stream tonight. Guys, if you want to do some Assetto Corsa later, I'll post a time here. I think Will Henwood, you know how to set up a server, which is pretty cool. Say again? Oh, see? You're on Marianne's blacklist, Will Henwood, for suggesting Assetto Corsa. I won't be shouting.
And Swiss 149er, climb flight level 310.
Flight level 310, Swiss 149.
Steve, I'll check those settings next time. Good luck. Jay Smokes off to walk my dog. Have a great flight. Have we inspired you, James?
KLM 148, descent 8,000.
How close do we get to Sydney today? Now I'm going to keep this auto on my PC for a while because I might do another stream in Australia soon, because I have the entire I basically have 60 tiles now for this coast. I also downloaded Zoo 17 around Sydney, Sydney International. But yeah, I want to get Concorde out again. I really do, but it's getting the motivation to learn that aircraft again. I think if I could do it in a day, but it'd be quite fun to blast from New Zealand to Sydney. So we did that in 3 hours. I reckon in Concorde you could do it in an hour.
On this 420, climb flight level 350.
About to fly over Orange. Looks so dry down there. Getting a little bit cloudier as well. Alpaca 782 just landed in Brisbane. Very, very cool. Domodo, we've seen it. Are you the first Domodo to land? Listed in how many petabytes of Ortho have you collected over the years? I'd like to know the total amount downloaded because I sometimes uninstall it when it's outside of Europe just to save space on Ortho. But right now I've got about 7 terabytes of Ortho 4XP installed.
Jet 445 contacts Brisbane Centre 133.0.
Andy M71 Sean, an aircraft, you better say hello Jack, as hijack could have caused some consternation. Yeah, I'm not going to say that one. It's actually banned on the Nightbot word list, just to stop immature people.
I don't think I'm going to get you that altitude.
Domino is here. No, the first landing was Alpaca 8 November. 8 November, who was that? Arjen Perez, he was second off block. 57 kilo was way earlier. Biggie Weeb was straight down. He's going to have fun on text, trying to deal with us lot then. My oh my. Sydney Approach I can see is online as well. Soon approaching the halfway point for this sector though.
Alpaca 15 Tango Whiskey, climb flight level 310. Alpaca 15 Tango Whiskey, actually I can continue your climb to flight level 370.
Let's do a back-to-back-to-back live stream. Andre, your TCAS is yelling at you. You got Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf 4 miles ahead. That's not much separation. Just having a little play here at YouTube Studio. Basically, they've added a lot of features here, so you can add things such as create highlight videos, add stream markers, you can share. This will change, but I don't generally fiddle with any of this stuff. Don't want to. Might break it. Ian Perez, you might want to do a runway inspection, but Alpaca 8 November is on the blocks. Tell us the number, Ian. Do you know what your landing rate was? Hope you're doing well, Tim Fraser. Gutted I couldn't join, but hopefully we'll be on the next group fight. Sorry to hear that as well, Tim, and I hope your daughter's feeling a little bit better, because I think you said that was based off what the decision would be if you flew or not. So I guess she's feeling a little bit under the weather still. Plenty, it was definitely worth downloading Ortho last night in comparison to Europe at the moment. Yeah, I know it's the first time I've actually been able to enjoy the scenery here.
Like a 9 Alpha Kilo reporting you back.
The centre controller has actually got it quite easy, as long as there's not too many airports he has to deal with below, but he only has to make sure we get from A to B. Paul Shoesmith, 4 alpacas to go in Melbourne, very good. A little under the weather, but nothing major, thankfully. Good to hear, Tim. Good to hear. Here comes a mudgee. Only fresh air ahead of us. We've got a couple of people just behind. Just a couple of quanticisers. Hey, it looks like Central United States.
Alpaca 30 units.
Alamogordo and New Mexico.
Alpaca 30 FM, just switched.
Alpaca, great timing. Alpaca 30, Melbourne sending a day, climb flight level 390.
Climb flight level 390, Alpaca 30.
Listen, are there enough airfields around to avoid top sing? I don't think you have any issue with single engine performance here. I mean, we're close enough to Sydney.
Alpaca 1 Juliet Golf.
Well, within that, but I don't actually. Just a question: if you're flying over a huge land, and this is where I don't know because my operator, we're not ETOPS certified. We fly in mainland Europe, and we have to make sure within a 1 hour's single engine flight time of en route alternate times. But it's never an issue in Europe. But if you're flying over a huge landmass like the Himalayas, obviously not taking into account if you had an issue, you'd have to do a train. It's not a train escape, but you have these sort of escape routes. I wonder if there's a requirement there because we have to modify our routing if it does take us outside of 1 hour flight time away from an airport there. But certainly on this sector, no issue at all.
I'm now bound 353 radial to Goodmo, estimating Goodmo time 15, request clearance.
Envoy 49.
Seb Slater is Australian ATC are awesome. I'm getting an exclusive runway 19 and right approach just because of my call sign. What's that one, Seb Slater? Let me look at the list. Your call sign is literally Alpaca 19 and Romeo. As if.
Envoy 49.
Envoy 49, that was
Javier's, if you update average tab, you can see VATSIM traffic on the map. Have I not got the latest version? Is 0317 not the latest version now? I mean, I have it on the iOS anyway. Sydney to Darwin is ETOPS for the A330-767 size, so is Sydney to Melbourne. To Sydney or Melbourne to Perth for most aircraft. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's nothing on route suitable to divert to, I guess. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's Darwin. Just literally when you're flying right in the middle of Australia, there's nothing here. If I just zoom in on this one part here, I mean, there's roads and there's some town names, but all the hills have got names, but such a huge country. Anyway, we're just abeam Sydney. We can see it today, but Javier, you have 0.4.4. Oh, I'm on a very old version of Avitab. Oh my goodness, make a note of that and to update it. I've updated that quite recently. Joe, did someone mention hills? Don't you be flying into the side of any. Might be quicker to divert to New Zealand. Might fly a different approach today. Might go RNAV or localizer, shake it up a bit. Weather's fine, even though there's a bit of rain around.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, contact Brisbane Centre 133.0.
133.0 Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform. Good day, sir.
Good evening, just on a 7 mate.
Brisbane Centre, hello. Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, maintaining flight level 370, direct to Mudgee.
That's Mudgee, Alpaca 13 Alpha. I know the last control was the wind, but yes, well, maintain flight level 370.
Maintain 370 Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform. What did he say? I missed the start of that.
Alpaca 86 Yankee. Wide cruising mark.
I'm doing well, Lars. Late to the party, but here on the exciting part, I hope everyone is doing well. We'll do very well here, Lars. Perfect.
816 for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
86 Yankee, max speed not above 0.76.
Lars, would you like to tell them all about your blog? I'm going to post it on Discord after the stream, but I'll share the link for the guys here.
G'day, maintain level 350. Alpaca 86 Yankee, maintain not above Mach 0.76.
Oh, I've just realised I've logged into Discord. It's Mariana's Discord. What is going on?
Okay, go for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
Try again.
Maintain
It's on my laptop, that's why.
Mach 0.76.
Maintaining point 816 for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
Negative Mach 0.76.
Oof. Calm.
Max point 76 for Alpaca 86.
Mach 0.76. Read it back.
Calm. Oh, controller's losing his cool.
Max point 76 for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
Oh, 86 Yankee, we got there. Thank you, sir.
Why am I? Don't worry about that one, Dave. Right, let me find your thing.
Alpaca 4711, contact centre 356. G'day.
Perfect. There you go. Lars, I'm going to share your
Thank you for
blog,
service. Bye-bye.
because
Alpaca 86 Yankee, I need you to reduce speed immediately, or I'm going to take you off on a heading.
so Lars, that's Lars 737 Cookie's brand new blog. I'm going to put a postal announcement for you as well, buddy, and go check that out. I'll have a little look afterwards.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, turn left, heading 300.
The hold at Melbourne was horrendous. Uh-oh.
300 for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
So it sounds like Dave all of a sudden had to slow down very quickly because it's probably getting to traffic ahead quite close to my head. Although the controller would make it sound like Armageddon's about to start. Captain Bus, arrival runway. I'm planning a 19er left, I think. I put 19 right in the box, but I think they're primarily using a 19er left. Unless you are Alpaca 19er right. 19er Romeo. What is this song? I'm deleting this one from the playlist, it's rubbish. Kieran Harvey on my FB, it's mild winds all the way, then all of a sudden at Pebdo you've got a 97 knot wind. Oof. Is that an en route waypoint? Right now, what's the wind in the sim? 2318. 2318, hardly anything. Yeah, you can see, look, it does. Picks right up at Pebdo. 277 at 97, so that'll be a jet stream of some sorts, I should think, and then you can see it,
Yankee, turn right, track
as you start descending out of it, it goes up, but it does pick up quite a bit from the west. Look at Pebdo, that's quite realistic then.
No, 86 Yankee, you didn't read back the important part. I need to hear the words direct Pebdo.
He is correct. If he's taking it seriously, you know, he wants you to read back the clearance, he wants you to read back the waypoint he gives you.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, it's like you're not hearing me. Turn right, track direct Pebdo.
I better concentrate with this guy.
Pebdo, confirm?
Oh, come on, man. He's being
Confirm Pebdo 86 Yankee. We can do this all day. Once 86 Yankee, one more time, and I'm calling a supervisor.
Ah, come
Direct
on, man.
Pebdo.
Relax.
Part
Relax.
Echo, Bravo, Delta, Oscar. Direct
Don't like that,
Pebdo.
I'm honest.
No need to be mad.
Yeah, alright, but
There's no need not to listen either. I'm trying to
just
manage the
keep it
sequence
calm,
here, giving very
guys. Alright,
simple
don't.
instructions.
Whoever that was complete. Just you don't need to give him input there. Just let him try and give him his restriction. But that is a little bit. I'm not going to say my opinion. It's we're just trying to enjoy the group flight, and if you can read back the clearance.
445 report cruising mark number.
Perfect.
We're about 0.80.
Robert Adcock, would you ever consider giving the famous Kai-Tak approach in Hong Kong a go sometime? I'll definitely give that some thought, Robert. I think there's some scenery available for X-Plane 11. I'm waiting for... I'm waiting for the 200 from Phoenix. I think it'd be really cool to take the 747-200 to the Kai-Tak approach.
77, 1612.
1612, if you bring it back 0.76 for me, that'd be great.
Yeah, I agree, Captain. I don't want to talk about that so much here. We keep it all light, relaxed and stuff. I think that was a bit uncalled for to request that. I mean, it's a learning environment. We're all learning back here. You know how I sometimes miss call signs. I think he just missed it a couple of times. It was getting a bit frustrated. But
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform.
it's made me very nervous. I don't want to miss my ATC call. David, meanwhile, in real
Alpaca 13
life,
Alpha uniform. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Brisbane Centre.
737 down in Indonesia, is there? Is it a 13 Alpha uniform? Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, go ahead. That's
Take
me.
Centre 135.6, g'day.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, go ahead.
13 Alpha uniform, max speed in the cruise, thanks.
Get your best speed, decimal 82, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. If you give me your max speed and advise what that speed is, that's 10 minutes.
Sorry, I thought you said maximum speed. Our Mach right now is decimal 77, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform.
I did say max speed. If you give me maximum speed and advise what that is.
Maximum speed as advised, decimal 82, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. So I'm just repeating myself.
13 Alpha uniform, appreciate it.
Perfect.
Alpaca 80 Zulu, you still with me?
Right, decimal 82. Look, I'm in his bad books now.
Sorry, Alpaca 117. Alpaca 80 Zulu, are you still with me? Sorry, Alpaca 80 Zulu. 80 Zulu, you need to listen out. Contact Centre 135.6, g'day.
Oh dear, we're all...
135, yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. Icarus 002, exactly 5 sim Kai-Tak approach in the 73 is easy. Doing it in the 747 is way cooler. It's not easy in the 73. Samos is an approach I've got lined up soon, guys, for the scenery.
72 Bravo, max speed.
0.735, 72 Bravo.
72 Bravo, maximum speed.
What is...
Maximum speed, 72
That's...
Bravo.
I'm sorry,
And 72 Bravo, contact.
I'm just going to make a little comment here. He's just saying really quick, his RT's quick, he's going, Alpaca maximum speed. That's not on it, you know...
Thank you.
That I got it confused by that. I've never heard any ATC say maximum speed. Is that an instruction, or is he asking what is your maximum speed? So he just said Alpaca wants you a maximum speed. You know, what does that mean? Does that mean max speed? That's what I heard initially.
921.
You know, if you perhaps said Alpaca, look, he did it again. Look, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. What is your maximum cruise speed you can do, or something there?
Maximum speed, Qantas 921.
Look, it's just not that clear. I've never heard in
a maximum speed.
I've never heard in 12 years of commercial airline flying someone just go maximum speed. It's not a, you know,
confirm maximum speed.
Just simply ask, you know, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, what's your best speed, or something like that, because it's not clear. And then he's getting frustrated.
What your maximum speed is, I'm asking you to maintain it.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't usually give public hours, but that is just not on. Like, the way he's talking to it, he's like, oh. I don't like that. And again, I don't want to, you know, best forward speed is used stateside. I mean, in the UK or Europe, they would simply ask, okay, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, what is your Mach number? That is what they'd say. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, we're currently doing Mach decimal 78. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, can you give me Mach decimal 78 firm? Well, all I've seen so far in this sector is a lot of desert, a lot of fields. Not much going on at all out there. So let's have a look at the weather in Brisbane right now.
Ausjet 445, contact centre 135.
Yankee Bravo Bravo November.
135-65, Shed 445, thanks for the AC, you've done a good job. Have a good night.
Thank you, mate.
There we go. Paul Shoesmith, what's runway in use in Brisbane? I think most guys have been getting 19 left. But one of the southerly runways. And they have 2 different arrivals based off the runway in use as well, so quite nice to find out which one it actually is. Give yourself a bit more planning for the descent. So right now in Brisbane, winds from the south 6 knots, 10k, few at 3,400, overcast at 16,000, 22 degrees, QNH is 1017. Perfect. What approach are we going to fly then, guys, today? Let's see what they have available. We have, for 19 left, RNAV approaches or ILS. So here's the independent parallel approach user instructions. You often get this. It's a very specific chart for the airport here. RMP approaches permit reduced separation. The aircraft is considered established on approach procedure once it's on the defined lateral and vertical path. Low side approach start altitude is expected to reach procedural initial approach altitude as follows. High side approach, do not descend below side altitude until established on the glide path. That'll be for noise. Autopilot coupled approach is recommended. The approaches ILS and RMP are flown with the autopilot coupled. So this is authorization required approach. TCAS selection, leave it in RA, final frequency. Aircraft be transferred to final frequency, become established on final. They'll say contact finals.
Alpaca 92 Alpha, maintain max speed.
Maintaining max speed, Alpaca 92 Alpha.
We all know what it means now.
Brisbane Centre, Alpaca 1 Juliet, Golf flight level 310.
Deviations.
Alpaca
An
1
aircraft
Juliet,
deviates from their final approach course towards NTZ. Never heard that. Finals issue the following instruction. You are deviating from your final approach course. Return to your cleared approach. Breakout instructions. Plan ILS. I'll go ILS then because I don't want to upset anyone else. We'll go for. Let's go for 19 left. So arrivals, 19 left is going to be a Alpaca for Alpha. And that's via Betso transition. And there is Betso. There's the approach via Betso. So here's the updated scenery. The stock X-Plane airport at the moment doesn't have the brand new runway here. 01 left, 19 right. So I think we all grabbed the scenery from is it CBD. So that includes this runway, which is great. We'll select some parking stands.
Brisbane Centre, good evening, Alpaca 14 Charlie, maintaining flight level 350.
Runway demand management system. They have all these acronyms
Alpaca 14
here, which I've
Charlie.
never seen before. GTP.
Yes, pronounced Mudgy. Climb flight level 370.
This guy's not impressed at all.
Mudgy, sorry for that. And climb flight
I
level
think I might have
370.
mispronounced that
Alpaca
waypoint when I checked in. I think that's what it was telling me. Gosh, he won't like my pronunciations of half the places we fly to.
Brisbane Centre, good day. Alpaca 91 Bravo inbound Woodkey, flight level 350.
And let's go here for airports. Hold on, I've already selected that one, sorry, I'm looking for box.
Brisbane Centre, good day.
Looking for
Alpaca
parking
Bravo,
stands.
inbound 1 key flight level 35 deal.
Alpaca 91 Bravo, pronounced Mudgee, maintain flight level 350.
Confirm 1 key flight level 350, Alpaca 91 Bravo.
Right.
Brisbane Centre, Dr. S from Nicola would like to track to
Oh, is that the
Port
flying
Macquarie,
doctor call sign?
Sierra Bravo for the unknown arrival runway 07.
Would we, Dr. S?
It's a respectful request.
Sounded a bit lippy if you ask me, Dr. S. No worries, think we can accommodate it. Track direct to the waypoint of your choosing.
19 right then.
Of my cheesing or choosing?
Take your pick, then same to me, darling.
Well, I can track to Sierra Bravo when ready.
Dr. S. Dr. S, direct to Sierra Bravo at pilot's discretion. How's that for all?
It's magnificent. Magnificent.
I'm only going to say a comment here. And I don't
Happy
swear
New Year,
off
by the
him,
way.
but I don't want him giving shit to my
You too, mate. How's
guys
it all going?
if
Yeah, splendid.
if they
good
can't
break,
pronounce something, but
couple of
he's
weeks off, and,
just
now
having a
back
good
at
old
it.
chat with this guy. It's
Good
not
to hear.
fair.
Star 824, ready check.
And excuse my language, but
24.
he's
Yep,
giving
got your five.
giving
What
us
was your-
some
What was the call sign there again?
jip for
Jetstar 824. Okay,
mispronouncing places,
large.
and especially poor Dave. But he, I don't
Just
know.
824.
Anyway.
Don't believe I've got you on my
Black
All right,
Dog Moo. I'm still fiddling with charts here like all day.
Jetstar 824.
Just 824.
So
you're
we'll park
not in
somewhere
my
around
airspace
here. I'll
at
use
the
that
moment.
parking
You
stand
just,
chart there.
Pop up online.
David Bander, been with you for a while.
So
Yep, roger that 824.
250 below 100.
In that case, I've handed you off.
Execute
contact down
forecast winds are in.
1356.
135.6, Jetstar 824.
Sorry about that. Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, contact Centre 135.6, g'day.
135.6, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, bye. I'm not going to say anything now.
Just 282, maintain flight 320.
Right, anyway, there's
Plain
35.6. We'll check with these guys.
reduced,
Paul, yeah,
about 10
you should do
minutes
really.
until I check
I don't know, I'm
the
just a
time.
bit frustrated by that.
Over minimum clean speed.
Looks like 5 level.
Minimum clean speed, velocity. Sorry, I was jet 445.
Radar, good day, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, maintaining flight level 370 inbound to Whitty. I hope I pronounced that
Alpaca
correctly.
13 Alpha Uniform, Brisbane, Centre, g'day.
And we're doing max speed.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Brisbane Centre, g'day. Top end 661 on the ground. Wildcamp taxi, runway 12 for Brisbane. Top end 661 Brisbane Centre, g'day. Squawk 4353, no reported traffic, Wildcamp.
So, descent page, got
Squawk
310
4353, no reported traffic. And all
200.
top end 661, sorry.
and
Top end
100.
661.
281 at 74. 200 is 280 at 37.
Stand by, get back to Alpaca 117, Claire Davey at... Oh, shit.
What is
Sorry.
wrong with these controllers?
There's run off here. Alpaca 117, Claire
What is
Blanca
going
4
on?
Alpha, arrival runway 1.
Sorry about that, guys.
Ready
I mean, I have to
descend,
apologise to
level
myself,
250.
but I'm sure that's... I've never heard RT say that either.
Alice, 1 hour left, and
Deary me.
Alpha level 250 when ready.
Level 250, Alpaca 117.
100, 197 at 2.
Alpaca 474 Foxtrot, contact approach 124.7.
Q&H is 1017.
Alpaca 117 when ready.
Oh,
Alpha
I've
level
accidentally
250, by the way.
removed my FMS screenshot. There we are. 1017.
Brisbane, Brisbane, Centre, g'day.
There we are. Fixed strings will put in for
Jetstar 824, file 37.
Roy 19 left.
Tuesday, 24 Brisbane, Centre, g'day.
at the right point, at the right place each time.
Alpaca 4711 with that.
Lavin at about 4,000 feet,
negative,
and then Asoko max at 185 knots. So it puts you straight onto the ILS, looking pretty good.
Here's the 10250 for now.
So that arrival's all looking
Alpaca
okay.
72 Bravo to standby level 130.
Lots of comms procedures here, and then the routing essentially is what we just checked through here, and it essentially says puts you in a position for. Oh, hold on. I've got this. Is this the wrong star still? Black 4 Alpha, but this actually positions you via Ogatu, not Asoko.
Alpaca 800.
Interesting.
No delay, please. Turn direct black car. I don't want to be holding up another aircraft.
Oh, come on, guys. No, the controllers this is. You guys are doing fine, don't worry about it.
The same flight level 150.
Black 4 Alpha, that's interesting. Maybe it's not via Betso transition.
Control Alpaca 110, I managed to fix your plan, now it's completely working. Alpaca 110, let it in.
Hold on. I'm screwing. My brain is elsewhere at the moment. Alright, let me just try and select this arrival. I don't like Australian arrivals. Blacker 4 Alpha. Blacker 4 Alpha. That's the only blacker option I have, okay?
Sorry guys, I'm trying to get hold of everyone and yes, a mess has been created due to loss of separation between some guys.
Blacker 4 Alpha, and well, I don't have the option for 19er left. So it's only going via 19er right. So what other arrivals do we have here?
Okay, Alpaca 800, I don't think...
Oh, I'm just being stupid. 19 left. Black 4 Alpha, 19 left. Besto. My goodness me. Right, via Blacker. And now I've lost the...
Alpaca 72 Bravo, report indicated airspeed.
Black 4 Alpha. Betso transition execute. There we are. I don't know what happened there. Blacker, Dogmu, Lagev,
Yep, can I indicate airspeed at DOS, please?
Pubiv, Ispon, Omgov, Betso, 185 knots.
That's your mark number, that's not what I was asking for. Can I have your indicated airspeed at knots, please? Like 280 knots, etc.
Betso, max 185 knots. That's all established there. So that's set. So I'm happy with the arrival now. Finally managed to get it in. Only took me about 10 minutes. Let's get the ILS tuned, which is 110.1.
The same flight level 150.
Flight level 150 for Alpaca 117.
Australia 445. Is this at the Hotel 185 Airway?
Final approach course is 196. 196. Ogatu, height check 1650.
Tracking to the Gold Coast.
Which is 5.2 miles. 1650, that checks in the FMS. So I'd just say 7.3.
And Australia 445, resume normal speed, thank you.
So what's the DME based off here? ILS DME, what was doing this one? So 5.2 is Ogatu. Let me just put my fix rings in, which I've done already.
Okay, attention following stations, Alpaca 800 and Alpaca 70 Bravo, turn contact approach 124.7.
two frequency changes at once for two people. That's going to be hard to read back at once. There's Ogatu, 5.2, so that makes sense, 1650, down to the minimums. 220.
You probably expect radar vectors for runway 19 on left, giving it on.
So...
capable.
101, 106, 196.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, resume normal speed, thank you.
Free speed, Alpaca 1 at 3 Alpha uniform.
10612,
So just close speed window, that goes you back to your econ climb speed. I think he just wanted to increase separation with the traffic behind us. Bear with me chat, I'll be with you shortly. Minimum's 220 feet.
Alpaca 70 Bravo, contact approach 124.7.
So RVR 550 meters. We'll be doing the RNAV transition via Betso onto the ILS.
1536, could you descend flight level 15?
And have to go around and we track on 196 to Benene. I hope they don't ask me to pronounce that one. Benene. 2.2 off the ILS DOE, and then I'll make a left turn tracking 1669 4000. So 4000 fix the misapproach attitude. So that's it, all set. Landing performance then. Ready to copy Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, it'll be the Black 4 Alpha arrival, runway 19 left, when ready to stand flight level 250.
Black 4 Alpha arrival, runway 19 left, when ready to send flight level 250. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. So that's the one we expected. When ready to send flight level 250. So we're gonna land 19 left.
Brisbane Centre, top end 661 departure report.
That's a cool sign.
Top end 661.
19 left then, we're going to take,
3-2 on
if we can, Alpha 4, it's a bit short, yeah, definitely Alpha 4, that's way too short. Well, it's doable, but I think we'll go for Alpha 6 the first high speed, and then from Alpha 6 we'll taxi on stand. I'll request stand 32, because that's my lucky number, if no one's there already. Anyway, that's the briefing done, flat 30, order break 3. Actually, order break 2 probably.
Clear Brisbane, arrival Woody.
600 kilos to burn, 57.7. And again, we'd independently check out performance calculations with Jim. There we are. Approach is done. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted by ATC. I mean, if I'm perfectly honest, I'm not that impressed with what happened there. We're all in a learning environment there. Previous controller, I'll send a politely emailed. You know, we're all learning here. Yes, it's important that you try and listen out for your call sign, but he was getting far too frustrated. But what really annoyed me was he was threatening one of you guys to get a moderator because you didn't read back a clearance, and he wants you to take it all seriously, and then he's having a laugh with another guy about cheese and all that other stuff. You know, that's what really annoyed me a little bit there. I mean, to threaten to use a supervisor against someone when they're, you know, that person is brand new to VATSIM. It's not on. That's just not what I hear from anyone. So yeah, that I wasn't impressed by that. I mean, he was then telling him off for using non-standard phraseology. He's then getting people to basically using non-standard phraseology. He said to me, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, max speed. I'm like, well, decimal 82. Then he said something else, and I said, okay, well, I'm doing max decimal 78. No, he said, no, what is your maximum speed? I said, well, I'll say again, max decimal 82. It's just, you know, I know there's a lot of traffic, and you've all come online to cater for the group flight, and I really appreciate that, but just show a level of respect and professionalism that we're happy to follow, but don't get frustrated if we make mistakes and threaten to get supervisors. That is just, you know, he's not messing around. He's, I don't know. I've been using VATSIM for 2.5 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen anything like that. Anyway, I was very well. It was. I didn't like to hear that at all. And I didn't say anything to him. I wish I had, partly, but I just want to carry on with the group flight, try and enjoy what's left of it. But yeah, you know, this will obviously. Let me know. Give me the feedback, guys, because I will provide feedback for them. I don't want an apology or anything like that. I just don't want people to have that experience when using VATSIM. It's not nice. It's horrible. I mean, it made me feel, to listen to that, it was very cringy, really was. Anyway, let's cross the line here. If you guys want to add anything, let me know, because I always send an email after a group flight to the controllers to say thanks. Oh yeah, this is because I don't have the static aircraft installed, but we can ignore that. But yeah, let me know, guys. You know, I know all the controllers always appreciate feedback, and I've always rattled off an email afterwards to say thanks to the guys as well. But you know, I don't want anyone. If you are not happy with something, if something was said, let me know. because it'll improve the improve it for everyone else. So yeah, that's it. AT at Melbourne was great. Yeah, it was. The AT in Melbourne was fantastic. The ground controller tower departure there.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform to continue to stand flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform.
Yes, A24 to stand flight level 130.
So that's set. And VNAV's engaged.
Center good evening, Alpaca. Blocked.
Blocked. Oh, anyone seen the weather in Spain? It was like minus 35. Yeah, I saw yesterday. Madrid airport was closed. Madrid, Albalas International Airport was closed pretty much all day due to snow. First time I think it snowed there for about 10 years, or someone was saying. But I know they've reached some record cold temperatures right in the north of the country. Who's just landed? Welcome, Alpaca 21 Alpha. QPSLXM, how long until top of descent? We've just started, buddy. Captain Monster, flat 30 or 40, flat 30 today. Did I select that? I did flat 30. Drag required, that's because, well, no, thrust required technically, Zuma. But we're on our profile at least. 2 tons of love, same here, Alpaca 875 back and forth from Dallas Fort Worth to somewhere in America. Was asked by Houston Centre if my livery had an alpaca on it. I replied I was using the Ameripaca livery. Fantastic. 2 tons of love, my agency for the whole trip was good before the controller came on 133.0. Okay. Greg Scott, thanks for that. I'll have a chat with Dave. Maybe not the best time to do a passenger announcement.
Alpaca 92 Alpha, start clearance available.
Andy H32 had an overall good flight. Missed hand off from control centre approach, but all good. Very enjoyable first. Mog F for me.
Alpha, start clearance available. Alpaca 92 Alpha, go ahead.
Yeah, so this might be a thing related to Australia here. I see basically the controllers are basically giving you star approach available. That must be unique to Australian procedures because I've never. You just basically get cleared on your star in Europe, but so in reality you do okay. Well, not even that. In most of the places in Europe they just say you just carry on route and you don't actually know when you start your star. But I noticed in the United States they often clear you for stars or descent with the procedures here. Oh, sorry, Andy H3002. I was like, what does that stand for? Members only group flight. Andy H3002, you've officially launched now the MOG-F acronym.
Alpaca 1 Julie Golf Brisbane Center Connect. Alpaca 9 to Alpha, resume normal speed, thank you. Resuming normal, you got Alpaca 9 to Alpha. Alpaca 1 Julie Golf, resume normal speed, thank you. Resuming normal speed, Alpaca 1 Julie Golf.
Tim, just got your message on Discord. See you're in the cruise here. A little rusty on VATSIM, but all fine now. Just had a couple of indoors to resolve. Fantastic. Enjoy the rest of your flight, Tim. Any problems with controllers, let me know. Joseph, it took me a minute to decode.
921
and it's easier to type in bog off. Hold on. One for you, chat. Hope you're all enjoying the mog off.
Yeah, that was an error on my part, partially. Sorry about that. Top end 661, contact approach 124.7.
There you go.
124.7, top end 661.
Mog F. So there's Blacker, beginning of our arrival. So if it's super busy, we'll be entering a hold here, but I guess they've got capacity to at least get us in. Hopefully straight away. Here's my little VATSIM map. Got traffic just behind us, but yeah, nice spacing, no holding at all. Looks good. Here comes the cloud.
150.
Sector, good evening, Alpaca 1 from Charlie. Thanks, landing flight number 370 inbound to Pepto.
Perfect.
Alpaca 1 for Charlie, Brisbane, good day.
No restriction at Dockmoo then, so we'll carry on inbound here. Two tons of love going to free up gate 19 now. I'll finish the stream later today, getting my head back under the covers before the sun comes up. Snow expected later tonight. 2 tons of love. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in here. You've stayed up all until, what is it, 5 o'clock in the morning now nearly? Absolutely incredible. Yourself and your good friend, I've got the note here of the...
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform and Qantas 612. All three of you in turn, contact Brisbane approach 124.47.
1247 Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform. I mean, that's that's one way of doing it, I suppose, but if his colleague requires a read back, he's wanting us to give a read back clearance and getting very cross if we don't give a read back to a waypoint, and then he's got one controller handing all three of us at once to please, you're a little bit breathe, say breathe, flight deck to sim, relax. Boatboy, from what range do you receive ADIS from an airport in real life? I feel like the range is short and X-plane. Yeah, so it can vary hugely based on the transmitter strength, but typically around 130, 150 miles is okay. Usually around 50 miles from top of 10, but it can vary. Sometimes at some airports you can't get it until you've started descent, so it can be difficult here. Very quiet.
Alpaca 800 descend by south 3000 from the circle, clearly on approach runway 19 right.
2 tons of love. You had a 90-minute nap before stream. Yeah, that was it. Sorry, Warhawk CM. Sorry, I forgot you as well. You both stayed up all night for the MOGF.
800, you're assigned 7,000. Why are you at 10,000?
It's just not been a great experience, if I'm perfectly honest with the controllers.
Sorry, it doesn't matter. 10 right, 260 on back. Just a very crash. Descend from.
Now he's stepping on him, you know, like.
Thank you. Right, Alpaca 80, doesn't matter. 10 right, 260, back you back down, no worries. Defend. Qantas 536, 10 right star, 7,000, maintain 220 knots to left.
Andy, what have you started?
10 right star, 7,000 at speed 220 knots to left, Qantas 536. Alpaca top Bravo, descend right star, 5,000. Descend 5,000 at south to Bravo.
Brisbane approach, hello, it's Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, descending flight level 130 on the Blacker 4 Alpha, inbound to Lagev, speed 280 knots. Should be doing that anyway.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, score 4475.
4475, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, bye. Yeah.
Top end 661, request further.
Top end does, of course. Seatbelt sign on. Right, VNAV's gone back to FMC speed to add some thrust.
Descend by the star 4000, top end 661.
Robert McIntosh, but as for 19 right, I know he gave it an Alpaca earlier. Well, two reasons why I don't want to do 19 right. Firstly, 19 left, it's closer to us. Shorter taxi to the stand as well, so those are sort of the economical reasons I'll be thinking about that. Oh, look, we got some traffic ahead of us.
1017, thanks, Alpaca 117.
1,000 to go.
Checked.
Brisbane approach, corner 612, passing 167 for 150.
So already cleared to 130. I should rename it the MOG-F channel. I'll think about that.
Expect ILS approach 19 left, descend by star 9000, corner 612.
Alpaca 640, Papa, heading 040. That's heading 040 degrees, Alpaca 640 at the back. Alpaca 72.
So we missed that restriction because we were cleared at 130, unless it's like the US where they say descend by the star, but we were cleared at 130 before.
Descend 4000, I'm line up for 1.
What are we sending Alpaca 640 Papa?
KDSM star 3000 from Circuit of Virgin 19 right, report established. Brisbane approach, one is 921. Descend 3000 to confirm, established. 7661. Descend 2 Bravo. So
10 degrees, in a cloud,
Left heading 02,
right on the limit to where we need engine anti-ice. Just turn it on. Usually what happens when you enter cloud, the temperature drops a little bit further. Not modeled in desktop sims, but...
5000.
Or 9 expert at least.
Approach F6 Foxtrot, ready. Alpha Victor Foxtrot, and heading runway 14, good takeoff. Runway heading 14, good takeoff, F6 Foxtrot.
So we're on approach control.
Going on, sorry for approach.
We've got tower online 120.
117, Brisbane approach, go ahead.
For a second.
Alpaca 117, Brisbane approach, go ahead.
We are ready for approach. Can we turn now to capture localize?
Alright, Alpaca 117, we set up runway 19 on the left or right?
It's a runway 19 or left.
Calm,
Yeah, Alpaca
calm,
117,
calm.
left heading 260.
Anyway, there's the airport.
Left 260, Alpaca 117.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, request further descent.
Alpaca 112 uniform, descend by star 7000.
Send via star 7,000 feet, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Just left us a little bit high. That could be my fault, so I can't 100% realise we might be cleared to descend with a star, but it's not sure. You know, advise agency, we're obviously going to miss the Pubiv restriction as well, to be at 9,000 feet. So I'll deselect that.
Descend flight level 150. Sorry, 769. Alpaca 72 Bravo, established ILS 19 right.
Alright, speed breakout, go 250 knots.
Alpaca 72 Bravo, contact Brisbane Tower 120.5.
Will, you had to go around because there was a citation on the runway. Oh no! Alpaca 47 Foxtrot on short final. Very cool. 1 Alpha Victor, you're still in the cruise. Yes, you are. You were one of the last to leave FWT. Very cool.
Heading 140, top end.
He gave me 120.5 for tower. X-Pilot is still listing the wrong frequencies. Yeah, the X-Pilot frequencies are all off.
Approach Alpaca 2 Sierra Papa with you, flight level 190 for 150. Alpaca 2 Sierra Papa, get a...
Oh yeah, better set the QNH 1017, 10,900 for 7,000. And that's what it sets. Higher transition altitude, or level 110. Doing the post-cruise checks now. Fuel 4 pumps, we've got 3.6 on board, APU's off, pressurisation is set, seatbelts on, recall, checks complete, it's 12 degrees, so we don't need engine anti-ice on anymore.
Contact 536, contact Brisbane Tower 120.5 here.
Very good.
And over to direct one to 0.5.536. Thank you, bye.
612, descend by star 7000.
Descend by star 7000, Qantas 612.
So next restriction is OMGov out above 5,000, 230 knots. I've got speed brake out with 250. That should get us nicely back on profile. Look good.
824, descend by star 4000 from bed circle, approach runway 19 left, report established.
17,000 from bed circle,
God blimey, that is loud.
Alpaca 640, Papa 10 left heading 340.
Must have been coordinated here though.
Left heading 340 degrees, Alpaca 640, Papa.
1,000 to go.
Approach Ozjet 445, request further descent.
That's Ozjet ahead of us.
Ozjet 445, descend and maintain 7000, turn left 260.
Left heading 260 and descend and maintain 7000, Ozjet 445.
Alpaca 117, turn left 180.
180, Alpaca 117.
November request out there and some will need vectors from GoMol. Papa 661, turn right heading.
We are, so we're on a bit of a base leg here. We're going to end up a little bit high. So hopefully we'll get further descent very shortly. It's 25 degrees. Where were you guys?
I was at the top end 661. Sorry about that, heading 170.
Yeah, they sent you,
and then
Monster.
We'll capture the RLS footing established top end 661.
Poor Monster's gone all the way out here.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, descend on star 5000.
So maintain 5,000 feet, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. 5,000 check, definitely want to go level change now, 5,000 feet high. Let's go 230 knots.
Just direct 24, fully established.
Desiree 24, contact Brisbane Tower 120.
And we'll select flaps 1 now. I know it's a bit early, but we're a little bit high here, and we're restricted to 220 knots at OMGov.
Search left heading 240.
Left heading 240, Ozjet 445.
Interesting to see how he gets.
Alpaca 640, Papa 10 left heading.
Oh, unless 661's using the parallel runway, that would be pretty cool.
300. Left heading 300 degrees, Alpaca 640.
There's a flight director coming in.
Alpaca 80,
We go flat 5, vertical speed. Use that to stay on the glide slope and bring the speed back to 180.
Qantas 612, request further
approach,
descent.
turn left heading 150, maintain 5000.
So quick approach checks.
Apologies, was that for 800?
8000.
110.1.
Heading 150.
Once, twice, 196 it. Twice, fixings are in. And localised idented. India Bravo Sierra checks.
Qantas 612, request further descent.
Checks complete. Oh look, it's going to be a nice parallel approach here with
5000.
Anno 661.
Descend by star 5000.
That's pretty cool.
612.
Ozjet 455, descend left 5000.
Descend 5000, Ozjet 445.
Left 180.
See, if you hesitate on the radio, you'll reply very quickly. Well, hopefully you've been cleared approach. There's the localizer. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Confirm cleared approach.
So the Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, go ahead. If they can, sorry.
Sorry, can you confirm we're cleared approach? Just established inbound localizer Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform.
Left report established.
Block.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, echo to the ILS approach for 19 left, report established.
Good IS approach 1. I left Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. So, I read back, but I think he then stepped on me. So a little bit high now. Now I'm established on the localizer. You can safely set this plus 1,000 feet. But you've got to wait until your localizer established. You can then use level change to descend, but only do that once you're established on the localizer if you end up high like I have. And then the aircraft should nicely establish onto the glide slope here, and then only arm it within 1 dot.
Descend and maintain 5000.
5000 and left 120 for Alpaca
What have I lost
117.
here? I accidentally deselected 4 lock there, I think. Localizer capture. Perfect. And this is an approved SOP, and you basically, once you're established here, you can use speed brake if you so wish. The glide slope's actually not quite coming up here quick enough, so I'm just going to go speed brake, just back up to 190. Don't want to go much faster when you're flat 5 speeds. Because you're very close to the ground at this stage.
From Betso, clear to Isla.
Here, 1 dot, we can arm approach now.
2612.
Glide slope capture. There we are. Flat 5 speed is now set.
Left heading 070, Alpaca 82
And Mr. Pritchard, you set. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform established now. ILS 1 on left.
Alpaca 1 Alpha uniform, contact Brisbane now, 120.5, thank you.
120.5 Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. Take care, sir.
Alpaca 117. Behind 1 star, November 5 Romeo Hotel.
Perfect. Runway hand 196 is set, and the missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet set. Perfect. Very nice. Parallel approach. Look, traffic on the right hand side runway there. Anno 661. Turn off the music for the approach here. Tower, good day. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform established. ILS 19 left, just past 8 miles.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, Brisbane Town, good day.
Perfect. Rip Steve J, what happened? Oh dear.
And Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, reduced to your minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed, Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. I guess he's got somebody needs to get away. Jetstar, so no problem. We'll do as instructed. Get out. Flap 50, match speed. Landing checklist to flaps. Start switch is continuous. Recall checked. Speed brake. Arm green light. Landing gear down. Street green. Order brake is set to 2. Below 175 knots. We can select flap 30. Match speed. Steve, ex-pilot happened. Oh dear. Oh dear. Flaps, we've got 30, 30. Green light. Landing lights are on. Well, they're not on actually because we need to wait for our landing clearance. The main lights are on. Check's complete. Minimum approach speed is set. Let's see what we could do into Brisbane. No delays, no holding.
Tower, corner 612 on the ILS 19 left. Corner 612, good day.
Very nice parallel approach. It's a shame it's not an Alpaca, but
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, expect low landing clearance.
Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform, roger. Why is that? I can't see anyone on the runway.
5 Romeo Hotel,
So be it.
just lost that Jetstar as he passed me. Can I enter?
No.
November 525 Romeo Hotel, yep, he's just disconnected there. Without delay, runway 19 left, clear takeoff, contact departure airport.
Oh my
Touch
goodness.
them on, clear takeoff.
Yeah,
5
no
Romeo
delay.
Hotel, thanks.
Come on, November 525 Romeo Hotel. Go, go, go. I would have perhaps waited for that one. I think we might be going around. Is he moving yet? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely taking the no delay into account though. Right. Attitude thrust perfect for our gross weight. Very close to what I'd expect. Let's disconnect now. There's autopilot, order throttle.
Approaching 19 left.
Checked. Yeah, he's going to be airborne. Nicely done by the tower
Alpaca
controller.
13 Alpha uniform, the wind 2007, runway 19 left, clear to land.
Runway 19 left, clear to land. Alpaca 13 Alpha uniform. That was really nicely done. Got him away. So Jetstar
Top
disconnected.
end 661, vacated 19 and right.
Top end 661, ground 1217.
Ground
That's
south,
looking good.
top
2
end
reds, 2
661.
whites.
100.
Checked.
200. Minimum.
And continue.
100.
Tad low. Won't make any corrections this stage. There we are.
50. 40. 30.
Check.
20. 10.
Close. Hold her off. Oh, yeah, just about butter. Right, speed brakes up. Reverses. There we are, 73%. 100 knots. We can make the next high speed, no problem. 80 knots. Manual braking. And there's 60 knots. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for the first ever time, Brisbane with a butter. Superb. There we are. Airport charts are up. We've vacated Alpha 6. Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, vacated 19 left at Alpha 6.
No, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, contact ground 1217.
Ground 1217, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, cheerio.
Corner 612, behind the landing.
Perfect. Ground is 1217.
Corner 612, the wind 200.
Set the flaps up, speed brakes retracted, and let's see where we get sent now. Brisbane ground, hello, it's Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, just vacated 19 left at Alpha 6, request stand 32 available.
Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, you can taxi Bravo 6, Bravo Charlie 4, I believe it is, for stand 32.
Bravo 6, Bravo Charlie for stand 32, Alpaca 13 Alpha Uniform, thank you. Perfect, so we've
top end 661,
vacated here, Bravo 6 is straight ahead, so we'll take Bravo, which is going to be in via this gate, and then the next right. And we're down.
Yeah, I realised that, wasn't really paying attention. Top end 661.
Top end 661, are you able to make a 180 down there, or will you have to go to the turnaround area at the end?
No, we're chucking a quick UE, top end 661.
A quick UE. Perfect. Well, sent in via Charlie. What on earth was that? Apparently someone subscribed to the channel. God dear. Now, there's something wrong with Streamlabs. Basically, let me just turn the alerts off here, because I had... sometimes it basically doesn't record any subscribers, and then all of a sudden it'll do loads. He said in via Charlie, by the way. So Charlie's all the way, I mean, it's Charlie text, but I'll just go in via Charlie 5. And then Charlie 5 is here. That'll do for us. We can even take Charlie 4, look for stand 3-2. That'll probably be the best one, and we'll carry on with the rest of the cleanup. Let's put some nice taxi-in music in here. Joe, what did you say? It always does it just after you've landed too. Yeah, I don't... No, that's unrelated, but I've heard there's reports with Streamlabs with the subscription alerts at the moment. It just seems to do them in blocks for some reason. And there's Charlie 4. Oh, actually I didn't park next to any other alpacas, but I just went to stand 32 because it's my lucky number.
Qantas 536 arrived at the bay and leaving free to take extra service. Bye.
Qantas 536, have a great evening.
Perfect. Guys, don't forget, going to be doing a giveaway as well. So if you take a part in this group flight today, have a chance of winning a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator or a $50 X-Plane gift card, which we'll do in the game here. Before I log off, there we are, stand 32.
Stand corner 612 on Alpha 7, requesting taxi to corner stands.
Corner
612, you can text Bravo 7, Bravo to the bay.
Bravo 7, Bravo to the bay.
So stand 32 for us. It's always hard having to do Jim's jobs for you. He's too busy on the phone. Oh, I can't actually. I don't know where we are in relation to the stand. I'm still going forward here. Oh, there we are. Oh, looky, someone's appeared to actually give me guidance. Oh, it was a bit late. There we are. Oh, dear. There we are. Thanks a lot, Bruce. Oh. Gone a bit too far, but never mind. Right, parking brake is set, and we got 2 blues, 1 red. Engines are dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brisbane. If I can actually get the engines off, there we are. Lovely. th members, group flight sector complete. Long sector as well, 3 hours, but very enjoyable. Sounds like most of us got in unscathed. A few issues, of course, which we'll discuss very briefly. Anti-collision light off. Strobes are off as well. I didn't forget anything as well. Very good. Who's on final approach right now? Oh, I can't remember which way he came in. No one at the moment. Let's, well, we're going to do the giveaway. Oh, sorry, we do have Alpaca 6 for Sierra Papa. Oh. No pressure then. I always watch at least whoever's landing here. Nice queue of traffic coming in. The approach was really nicely handled. And nice having multiple approaches in use on the runways there. Capture Monster, your approach was cancelled. I'm cleared again for the approach. Yes, I can see you in the background. But we will watch Alpaca 64 Sierra Papa. Make sure they butter. If not, they'll have to report to Chief Pilot Jack. Who is 64 Sierra Papa? Where's my list? I've got 2 Sierra Papa. Oh, can't actually see them on the list. Nope, whoever you are, good luck. There's Qantas just landing ahead of us there. Nice scenery. Yeah, it's alright, Oliver. RM, it's... obviously, it's a bit, the textures are a bit plain and static, but it is free to download. CDB, you need a few libraries, but overall it's not bad at all. Let's go have a look at 6 Sierra Papa's landing. Oh, in the A300 as well. Flaps hanging out. No pressure. There's the flare. Looking good. And down. I think that looked pretty nice. How's the centerline tracking? Oh, a little bit left. But that could be down to the client. Oh, correcting on the centerline, probably not. Very nice. Bit of a float. They're going to make the high speed. Oh, yes, they are. I think just about. Or not. Yes, you are. Good job, 640 Papa, for making it down. Excellent work. Right, guys. Well, as ever, all members who have taken part in the group flight are entered into a giveaway. Just my little way of saying thanks to you guys. So that's why I only do. I used to do it for all members, but I try to encourage as many people to attend the group flight. So even if you cancelled at short notice in the last 24-48 hours, as long as you're on that original list on Discord, you'll be entered into the prize draw. You'll in fact see me do it all here. So if I fire up Chrome here, bring up my my group flight list. So let me just get this set up here in the background, guys. There we are, list randomizer.
Good evening, Alpaca 64 Sierra Papa vacated at Alpha 6.
Alpaca 64 Sierra
Is that Will Hayward? Is that you? Is that voice? I'm trying to. I always get the Will you guys' voices. There's so many of you. So I'm just getting up my list randomizer. So if I go here now, you should be able to see Chrome up and running. There we are. So I'm going to open my notepad here. I have a list of everyone on from the Excel spreadsheet. Stream folder. Professional streamer here in the background. Members. Group flight giveaway list updated. There we are. So you'll see me here pasting the list of everyone that took part in the group flight, including myself, but obviously if it's me, I'll re-roll it. But basically it'll reassign it and put someone right at the top of the list. It's completely random, and whoever that is will get you sorted with the $50 Explain gift store card or a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator. That is completely up to you. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. The winner is Cat. Oh, there you go, Cat. Alpaca Cat, you are the winner of the giveaway. Amazing. Condolences to Matthew, came second. Where did I come out of curiosity? I don't know. Somewhere on that list, but congratulations, Cat. You have won the giveaway. Cat sus. Up to you, Cat. Let me know. I don't know if you've got Microsoft Flight Simulator. If not, choose the $50 Explain gift card or something of a similar monetary value. Let me know in DM. We'll get you sorted out there. Matty Rep's going, no. Oh, another member won the giveaway. That's rigged. Very funny, Rick. Only members there, but we have so many members in regular streams watching them. It's a high chance they'll win anyway. So well done to you, Kat. We'll get you sorted ASAP. Right, anyway, that's another members group flight done. Yeah, I mean, I'll make a very quick comment publicly here on the stream. We'll be going public afterwards as well. Very disappointed with that controller. The way he behaved. It wasn't so much the fact that we want to be doing everything realistically. The fact that a little bit more upbeat. I don't know why it's gone like that. Unbelievable. But apart from that, the AC in Australia was very good. Some of the controls were fantastic. Good laugh. Really nice experience in Melbourne on departure. AC was brilliant. Nice AC on approach there. So I have to say thank you to them overall, to VATFAC, for organising some ATC here. It was really nice to have something there. As Amy stresses as well, yeah, please be polite with the feedback. I'm not going to be rude or anything in the feedback there. I'll just simply say what happened and see if that can perhaps be improved on in the future, because I don't want anyone to ever experience there. So be professional with your feedback there. Don't, you know, we're all professionals acting here on VATSIM. So I'm not going to say anything.
Brisbane ground, a very good evening, Alpaca 117. I guess we are on
Captain
Alpha
Modester.
6, just
Definitely everyone. Sorry, Captain Watson, I'm just going to turn you down a little bit there. But yeah, overall pretty happy. But provide the feedback, and Dave, yeah, I'll have a chat about what happened and stuff. I don't want you to worry about anything at all. There was nothing you did wrong at all, Dave. So you crack on enjoying the network as well. Cool. Anyway, let's turn the music down here. Wasn't the best song to choose either, and of course we'll end it here on the funky replay music and enjoy the replay there as well. Here we go. There we are. So much happier with X-Plane. It's been very stable for me the last few streams. You can see the visibility's dropped off a little bit here in Brisbane as well. List him in thanks, Mum. No, children. Babe. So, nice approach, very happy with how that went. Could have been a thumper look. The check was a nice height though. Yeah, that was it. So I noticed in a couple of streams, I've been checking about 10 feet too high. I brought the check down to the correct height now. I think it's just been obsessed with trying to butter to keep Tobias happy. But that was very nice. Very happy with how that went. Amy Parent. Exclamation mark, Parent. Yeah, that's lovely. Very nice. Tower's a little bit far off, but let's do a view from here. This is very controlled, like all my approaches and landings and live streams. Very nice. Very, very cool. Well then, as ever, to all of you as members, thank you so much for everything you do for the channel, for me and Mariana, and contributing. It really is makes a difference for us these days, so thank you so much for your time and investment into the channel. I hope, again, as ever, you're really enjoying your time as members. Please provide the feedback as usual of what you'd like to see. We'll do the next members group flight in 4 to 5 weeks, number 14. We'll discuss where we need to go a week or two before, but I hope you all found that enjoyable. It's an absolute pleasure to organise these and take our Alpaca Airways around the world to different destinations. It's very, very nice to fly around there. Congratulations to Kat. I'll DM you very shortly to get that all organised as well. And as ever, stay safe out there. I'll hopefully be online a little bit later on Discord, play some Assetto Corsa with you guys or something, but I'll keep you posted. Stay safe and chat soon. Take care.